Hi everyone. How are you guys doing
Good evening,
today?
Mr. Potter.
I am joined by Miss Umbridge today. How do you
Dolores
like
Jane
that?
Umbridge.
Dolores Jane Umbridge, straight
the
from the
flesh.
Ministry of Magic.
In the flesh.
What are we going to do here today, Miss Professor Umbridge? Hi guys, by the way, hi everyone.
Theory of magic.
Theory of magic. That's what we're going to do here. Yeah.
No real ones
No.
ever allowed.
No, put away your wands, everyone. This is not a class where you foolishly wave your wands around. Oh wait, that's the Snape. That's not Umbridge.
There's nothing out there, Mr. Potter.
There's nothing out there, Mr. Potter. Exactly.
Okay,
Hi
let's see,
Emma, hi
let's-
Rigmar, hi Mantis,
Let's change
Maze,
it.
Serotonin. Welcome in, hi. How are you guys doing today? We are doing the Nerd Talk podcast. I hope you are very, very excited about this. And I said Nerd Talk podcast, but actually we do now have a title for the podcast, which is going to be The Common Room. Also, welcome Ron. She morphed from being Umbridge to Ron himself. Wait,
I'll choose potion.
that way. Yeah, so let me change the title real quick so it's not confusing.
Let me see
For
if I'm
now,
actually not in sync on your stream.
You're in sync.
I am!
You're perfect.
I am.
Yeah.
It looks awful on Discord because I have like a 2-second delay. So,
There we go, guys. Miss Umbridge is very louder than you. I can change that. Now. Please, Miss Umbridge, talk to me a little bit.
oh wait, give me a second.
Oh my god, you're
Uh,
so fucking loud.
Mr. Potter, am I loud enough?
I think that's going to be perfect.
Okay, let's see.
Revelius was cast. Oh my god. Yep. That's the best spell. We don't wave around foolish ones here. That's for sure. Alright. I think we can start our discussion of topics in the HP universe. What do you think about that? What do we talk about first?
I'm just going with the flow.
Going with the flow. Okay, so we had a few questions ready, but as this podcast is mainly focusing on the HP1 timeline, then I guess start with something HP1 related first. So, how about talking about why the Dursleys were such an asshole with Harry the entire time? Do you think that it was because of him being a Horcrux, or were just they were just a horrible person overall?
I mean, Horcrux would make sense in theory, but also not
In
really
theory?
afterwards because Harry is not there for like 90% of the year, and they're still assholes. They still send
That's
him
true.
like
They sent him a penny. Exactly.
They send him a penny for Christmas, okay? So
Yeah.
yeah.
What
I
if-
guess they're just
What if they
very
just
bad.
got used to it being awful to him? We never see them. I mean, we do. We do see them interact with many other people. That's fair.
I mean, yeah, they like if they would actually change to what they have been before, old people they know would notice that they would just get crazy and would like cut all ties with them.
Yeah.
But looks like everyone is absolutely used to that, and even his like the sister, like Aunt's Dagmar in Germany is Dagmar. I think.
March.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or is it March? I have no idea. For some
think
reason,
it's
I have
March.
Dagmar in my head.
I have no
Um,
clue what that is.
She's absolutely not nice, so I guess
She's
Margaret
not.
is
That's true.
kind of like her.
Yeah, I think I was thinking about Petunia has a reason to hate Harry. Hear me out. I know everything that starts
yeah,
with
I know
hear
what
me
you
out
mean.
is a red flag, but hear me out. So she was obviously extremely jealous of Lily, who went to the visiting school. She was the favorite child, and he went on, had a beautiful life with a husband, and then had a child. And she didn't want to hear about that because she was never the preferred child of the two. So I think she had an extreme jealousy. I'm not saying she was a good person because of that, but I can
Would you
see
say she
why
wasn't the
she's
preferred
jealous.
child?
In the first book, they do say that the parents were really, really proud that there is a
Yeah.
wizard in the family.
Yeah. I mean, for a child that might feel like it, I don't think that Lily's. I mean, I don't know Lily's parents, but I don't think that it would be like, Lily, you're like everything we have, and the rest of the year when you're not here, we treat Petunia like shit.
That's true.
So-
That's true. But she was definitely jealous to that. But to think
Yeah,
about
she
it,
was
they
jealous. Yeah.
became horrible to Mr. HP after the house became safe for Harry. Maybe it has a bad effect on the Dursleys. But it's not the house that has the... I mean, it's a really... this is also kind of an interesting question, but it's the blood that has the effect on Voldemort. Not the house itself. But still, until Harry calls that house his home, is the spell working, that he cannot be killed there. So
Also, they said that I'm too quiet now.
I changed that, so tell me if you
Already?
changed. Yep. I'm reading
Wow,
chat.
talking and working. That's what people call multitasking. I'm not able to do that.
Yeah, I think I already fixed that, but if it's not fixed, then please tell me, and I can fix it, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the voices are completely different because of the different setup. So. So what do you think about that? They being awful to Harry because of the spell on the house, maybe? Does it have a bad
Spell?
effect on them?
Spell. You mean the blood saving Harry?
Yeah.
Nah.
Nah.
No way. I don't think so.
I also don't think
If
so.
that was the case, everybody who I mean, I don't think there's anyone else with that situation.
Yeah, that's the tricky part.
That tricky part.
Yeah,
I
but
don't
Charlie
think
is
so.
right
That wouldn't
here.
Make
No.
sense to me in the way magic works. Why would it
Yeah.
make people just? I mean, we can just think about people can just be bad, you know? People
True,
can
true.
just be assholes.
I also don't think that the spell itself shouldn't have a negative effect on anyone. I feel like, but Charlie is right here. McGonagall warned Dumbledore about the Dursleys in the first chapter. I think they have always been this way.
Yeah.
Probably
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
Probably
Good
true.
point. Very good point.
They are just horrible people.
Yeah. Also, they don't like Harry because, like, you know why Petunia doesn't like him, and you know why Vernon doesn't like him. That's because he's not the ordinary.
Yes.
Because he's not
indeed.
strictly normal. And Dudley is just a kid taking advantage of being very spoiled by his parents. And yeah, I mean, if his parents treat Harry badly, he will too, because that's what he sees.
Yeah.
So basically, I wouldn't even say it's mainly Dudley's fault for being an asshole.
Oh,
I think
definitely
it's
not.
the
I mean,
parents.
you know,
His
it can
parents.
be in his DNA by, you know, inheriting these traits, but the bringing up of Dudley definitely does put
Yeah.
a stamp on
I mean, we
his
do see he is
personality.
very much spoiled, and he gets everything, and Harry gets nothing. So
And-
if you're a child, it makes sense that you use that, because I can talk about I can talk from experience, because when I was like in a private school and I didn't have contact with other people outside of that, I would eventually also turn into the mindset that those rich kids had there. So that's, and I wasn't even 9 or something. I was like
Fair.
between 10 and 15. So still.
Also, we
Yeah.
cannot be really surprised that Dudley went on beating up people a lot in his childhood when it was completely normal for him to beat around his parents. Because it's specifically said in the book that throwing tantrums and beating parents is completely normal for him.
I think I saw Dudley yesterday when I bought this webcam at the store.
Excuse. Wait, what?
When a kid would just like roll around on the floor because the mother was like, we're going now, and the kid was just completely
that's crazy.
being a Dudley. I think being a Dudley should be a term we should use.
Also, he does get his
Dursley.
redemption in the end, so he has that tiny spark of good.
In the books.
In the books.
In
That's
the movies,
the main.
kind of.
In the
Also,
movies,
just
they
in the
make him
cut
so
version.
stupid.
Only in the cut version. I mean,
Yeah.
he's described as being... What is he described? Being a pig or being a monkey or like something
A
like
pig.
that?
A
They
pig in a
describe him-
wig.
Yeah. They also... He's not described as the most smart kid
That's
ever.
fair.
So-
A Dudley and Malfoy swap places. It wouldn't be... I don't know. It wouldn't be that entertaining because Malfoy is not actually fucking stupid. No, not much offense to Dudley, but if Dudley was in Hogwarts trying to make everyone else's life miserable, oh, he would get beaten up so fast. He's not really clever
Really?
for that
Nah.
spot.
I think he would have perfectly fit in with the Slytherin gang.
Good, but he would
he
be a
would've-
Crack or a Goyle,
would've-
not a Malfoy.
Yeah, he would have been exactly what they are.
Yeah, but that's like not the... In the Muggle world, he was the person, the big guy. The one who look up to, I guess,
He
but...
would still be big because he's like very tall.
But then he would be in the position of Crabbe or Goyle, not in a Malfoy position with
But
the rich kid.
imagine Malfoy wasn't there and it was just Crabbe, Goyle, and Dudley.
A bunch of...
That would have been
Stupid
so
kid.
funny. It would have been perfect because they would just be dumber and dumbest, walking around, doing like nonsense, harming themselves all the time because nobody's thinking about anything.
There wouldn't
They
be
would
much
just
of a
play
threat.
tricks. They would just play tricks on someone and like that having a bucket of water and whatever on like the door. And so when someone gets in, the milk falls over, and they would just be like, "Yeah, let's check if the milk's actually there," and to just go there, and the bucket falls on them. So that's how I would imagine them.
Oh, that'd be
If
good
Draco
match for
wasn't there.
peeps.
Oh, Sarah said something.
Ah. I think they're also scared of being different. The Dursleys are obsessed with being normal, and especially to Petunia, Harry is like a constant reminder of the magical world she hates. And I think Dudley just mirrors his parents' behavior. Yeah, I
That's
can
just what I
completely
said.
understand. Agree with that exactly. Point. Because the Dursleys' fear of being considered not normal justifies being cruel in their opinion. Yeah, that's the great question. I mean, not a great question, but that's the actual point. That we know why they hate Harry. You can justify the hate towards him, but can you justify what they do against him because they hate him? Now that's what makes them an awful person. Because you can hate someone and not make their entire life miserable, just hate them in peace. But
But
they
it's
didn't
easy
just
to
hate
do
in
that.
peace.
It's easy to do that, sadly. Because there was nobody stopping them from hating him and being an asshole.
Exactly.
And-
Because
and
they
when-
pretended he
and-
didn't even exist. Most
Yeah,
of the
but
times.
when they actually had consequences of Dumbledore knowing what's going on, they kind of changed a bit, at least. They
kind of.
they gave him a room.
Yeah.
He was able to not starve anymore, which is nice.
Yeah, like, the basics.
Get-
Child
take the
abuse
stuff
is
you
not
get.
very normal. It is not very normal, but we're talking about a magical word in the 90s, sadly. I mean,
think sadly,
I'm also-
it is more normal than we would like it to be.
it's
in
still
general,
not
but-
normal, it's just common.
Yeah.
But I'm always so surprised how many times beating of children, other people, and stuff like that is mentioned in the books. And I just read the first one last week. Everybody like almost everybody in there says that Vernon Dursley definitely does that. It's nothing that cannot be corrected with a good beating. And it's just so common. Nobody really reacts badly. In the second book, Malfoy and Mr. Weasley just got in a big fight. It's just completely normal. I don't know if the 90s were just this different or this world is said to be very violent. Because beating is very common, not just against kids, but like overall. There are many beatings happening.
Someone also said, do we think the encounter with the Dementor changed Dudley? Yes. I guess that's something for book 5, if you want to like actually categorize it in that.
No, we can talk about that, of course.
We can talk
if
about
it comes
okay.
up.
When it goes after me, we can talk about anything. But,
no, it's just, the start flow is HP1,
Yeah.
but then anything that
Okay.
comes up. Yeah, I wonder
we're still
actually.
at the first question.
It's not a question, it's a topic.
Yeah.
No, it's perfectly fine. So do we think the Encounter of the Dementors changed Dudley?
No, it's fine. Don't worry.
Probably-
Don't worry.
Well, probably yes, but it's so hard to see inside his head though. Because
I think
you
it
know,
did change him. I think they said it did change him. Because I think that was the time when he actually saw himself as for what he was. And that kind of made him think. Because you see like, I guess the worst things that happen to you. You see. So I like the idea of seeing yourself because you're like the worst thing ever. So
But it's about feelings. It's not about bad things you did to people. It's how bad you felt. So
no. Yeah, but Harry also hears like his mom screaming and stuff when Dementors suck out his soul.
yeah, that's a bad memory.
So-
That's what I mean. It's not something bad he did.
Do
It's
you
a bad
think-
memory.
He was 1 year old. You cannot remember something when you're 1.
You can. I mean, I do. Like,
Can
you won't believe,
You
but I
do?
do. Yeah. I told them many
think
times.
it
This
was
is
like-
completely not HP related, but we had a white cat that wasn't with us for too much. Nobody remembered, only me. There was only one picture of that cat ever, and it was in 2001 December. I was born in 2001 April, so you can. You just really have to try. I don't know.
Yeah, okay.
Yes, that is the real
maybe you're just magic.
Yeah, maybe I just didn't get my letter when I was 11. I'm still disappointed though. I was
You
just
don't remember
listening.
up to age 4. Yeah, that's kind of what I imagined.
Everybody says that, but I feel like my childhood was a lot longer than my adulthood. I mean, for now it was, but I feel like I was 4 for like 10 years and then everything else happened in the next 4 years. Yeah. I was just listening to a bit of HP4 after Mad-Eye transfigured Malfoy into Ferret and bounced him up and down. Gryffindor thought Mad-Eye was cool. Yes, that's also a questionable thing. Like, I know we hate Malfoy. I know he's an asshole. Does it justify transforming him into an animal and then banging him to the ground? I don't think
That was
so.
just a lesson of practical use of magic, in my opinion.
That too, but like the
because
moral question.
I don't think he just did it. I mean, first of all, it's not Madame Moody. It's actually someone that's not.
Definitely. But
Not
the
a good
moral
person.
question, as good persons
Um,
like this behavior that this not so good person did. How does that sit with
I
you?
mean, think about what Snape does. Think about what Filch would like to do. Hanging students.
He's also
wall.
he is also awful.
I get that, but what I want to say is this was considered kind of okay-ish back in the day. You need to
Maybe.
consider that like I don't know 100 years ago this would probably have been fine if it would have existed in our world because you would still actually hit students, and it's not a question that Hogwarts is kind of. First of all, it's playing in the 90s, and second of all, Hogwarts itself does not live up to standards nowadays where it's not okay to hit anyone. I think Hogwarts is
it
still
has
like
its own.
it's
own
at
rules.
least 100 years back regarding teaching methods, I guess.
Maybe these teachers were back in teaching methods. Of course, a death, but like that's still a different question. We can talk about how good it was that they did it or not, or how normal it was. But is it okay that the Gryffindors who stand up to each other and are brave and are the most glorified house of them all, are so very happy that the peer that they hate turned into a ferret and got bounced on the ground. The noble house, the most noble people in them.
Nobody said Gryffindor is a noble house.
Oh,
I'm
it's
not a- I'm not- I'm
said
not a
to be
Gryffindor.
in the books.
But yeah, I think also that's like it's described in the eyes of Harry mostly. So take it with a grain of salt.
Fair,
Um,
fair.
But
And
yeah,
then we
someone
can straight
said,
up say that Harry is in for abuse, in favor of abuse.
I mean, he was abused, so
Definitely. I mean,
It's
he got
not-
used to
it's
it,
not-
to be fair.
yeah, but it's not unusual for people that face. I'm not a psychologist, whatever, but I think
None
that
of us is.
if you're used,
Fair.
like you know the thing where people that bad things happen to also tend sometimes to also doing bad stuff to others in life afterwards, like saying they had a like my that's not real, you know. If I would say that my father had a bad childhood, he would potentially also like put it onto me, and that's like this endless cycle of
That's why I'm
Ames.
so very surprised that Harry did not turn out to be exactly like the Dursleys. And I mean, yeah, we talk about that he thought the abuse is normal, kind of like it's not 100% opinion, but like he did not get scared of seeing abuse and didn't think it was morally completely wrong. But even
He-
though
James.
He-
James. Sorry, I'm reading chat.
Yes,
James
fair,
James
fair,
did
fair.
something to Snape. Okay, so it's logical that Harry would hate Draco, and I mean he didn't ever do that bad stuff. So
He never did that bad of a thing to Malfoy
Yeah.
than when James was doing to Snape.
yeah. I
That's-
mean,
That's how you start to like Snape, because you definitely
Liking
know
Snape
how
is
he
a
felt
hard-
at that point.
liking Snape is not something that I would consider for myself.
You don't have to marry him, but you can like the character and the development and seeing how he turned out to be who he was. Not a good
Nah.
person, but he did
I'm
have an
using my
interesting
I'm using
backstory.
my nah again.
Nah.
Because if you read the books, you know how awful Snape is. Not thinking about Alan Rickman being an amazing actor, playing it like very cool and stuff, but nah. Neville's biggest fear is Snape.
That's
His
why I
biggest
say
fear is
he's-
Snape.
he's not a great person, but you can like the character. You don't have to think that he is the morally best character to like him.
I think you can like him for the story he influences. And you can
Yeah.
sympathize for stuff happening to him. But then again, you should not sympathize with how he treats people.
No, I'm
All
not
of
saying
them.
you. I'm not saying you should. Definitely. Isn't that how bullying a bit work? Like you put the pain to someone else to cope. And sometimes the shooters goes because they get abused and bullied, so then they get it too. It's definitely a cycle that is hard to be stopped. For sure. Like if you see a bad example from your parents, like Dudley did, from his parents, it's just very hard to get out of that cycle of pushing that bad moral compass to your kids afterward.
Oh, Charlie said something cool, I think. Harry turned out completely different because it was always made clear he does not belong in the Dursley family. So he didn't
That's
like
fair.
see himself like they are. And then the Weasleys came around, and the Weasleys were just amazing.
Yeah, that's true.
I think
That's
I
true.
wouldn't, I couldn't, if I was in that situation, I think I could not have a better second family than the Weasleys. Because they
He
are,
could have
first of them,
spent
they're
so much
really
more
nice.
time there.
Yeah, first of them, they're just good people. They just don't think about where people come from, how much they earn, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Even though they are pure-blooded, they don't give a damn about that. Second of all, they don't earn much, so they know how it is to have very little and still be happy.
Also, let me just put it in here that they pure-blooded with more than 2 brain cells because they don't give a fuck about that. Because they don't just marry all the purebloods, just living it there.
Get influenced by your parents and surroundings. Also, how queer hate and such exists. Also, religion. Yeah, there's a lot of factors that kind of break you or make you. Both of them. Like, your surroundings can either make you a very good person or a very bad.
Harry could have turned out horribly wrong in this environment, but he didn't.
If he was Slytherin, I think he absolutely would have turned out bad.
Yeah, you get into the bubble.
Not shitting on the House Slytherin.
No, it's completely fair. It's completely fair. Slytherin is continuously in the cycle of everybody hates us. Let's stick together and hate everyone the equal amount. So if Harry would have got inside, they would definitely influence him the wrong way. So that's fair. That's exactly fair. Harry being like Vernon reminds me of methods of rationality. Oh wait, I don't think I get that. Very Alabama situation. That's what most of the pureblood families do, though.
Yeah, the Neville and Draco one is good as well.
Mm-hmm.
Same, both of them are purebloods and very different outcomes.
Yes.
But yeah, that's just, I think, I mean, I do not like Draco at all. And especially when I look at the new trailer that came out. We're gonna talk about that later, don't worry.
Yes, so don't spoil everything you have in you from that.
Let's just say I might be very influenced by the movies, but I do not like 80% of how the characters look.
I watched
even
it
though
like
they
10...
might be... Yeah.
It will be different, that's for sure. I watched it like 10 times, and it started to grow on me. But first when I saw it, I was like...
Draco, but
okay.
Draco, he's this posh, he's this boy, he's like real 6'7" guy.
I don't know why, I don't think that, I don't agree with that. It's only the hair.
I like the hair back, you know.
Only
like,
the hair, nothing else reminds me of Gen Alpha these days.
Yeah, but just give him that old school Draco and Lucius from the movies. Like, there's nothing in the books that would say otherwise, right? There's nothing that says he didn't have like gel in his hair and push it all back, because I think that's kind of iconic. But yeah, now he's like some kind of 11-year-old fuck, in my opinion.
Only the hair is
I'm
wrong.
Sorry.
It's just the hair. I don't think anything else.
But the
is
hair
wrong
makes so much. It's such a big difference.
I don't know. Maybe it's
For
just
me,
that
is.
one shot. We still don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, we definitely have to get used to the new actors.
Yeah.
That's just the thing. So what do we talk about next? Do I read the next point on our little list here?
What the fuck? Harry Potter, the methods of rationalization.
Junior married Oxford professor Michael Rice. Harry became very logical and smart. What the fuck? Okay.
That's just random, but I like that.
I'm not sure if it's really Dumbledore quote, but it matters not what someone is born, but what they grown to be. Yes, and that's exactly why it's really not exactly, but like that's why we say Harry could have turned out to be completely different, because he wasn't born, but he grew up in a horrible environment and still managed to be a decent person in the end. Google it later.
Okay, let's go back to HP1. Good one. Fun.
So
either you have one or I have one.
You can say, of course. Let's go.
I do have a very fun fact. It's not really a topic, but I think that everybody should know this fact, especially after Fawn is playing Harry Potter 1 now.
Am I?
Norwegian. You are playing Harry Potter 1.
I'm running glitchless, but
yeah. So you're playing it.
Okay.
You're not watching it. Oh. Fawn loves to say Rumpeldunk.
Now, Lee Jordan likes to say that, to be fair.
Yeah, but you also say that. Well, let me give you a little story. I know this. It's not my. I didn't research that. It was Cold Mirror, who's like a German goddess of being funny and stuff. And she had this 5-minute Harry podcast where she took 5 minutes of the first movie, each episode, and researched anything you can research. And have a very detailed video. Like she takes like the 5 minutes and makes it like an hour and 20 minutes. So
Okay.
what she also looked up was translations. And different languages have different translations. And sometimes those translations are funny. For instance, if you take The Golden Snitch, and Fawn, I want you to think about that the next time you play, or the next times, or forever when you play Harry Potter 1, okay? Golden Snitch in Swedish is Gyllene Kvicken. Sorry for mispronunciation. And in Norwegian, it's Gulsnoppen. You might have heard that. But if you take the word Gulsnoppen, in Swedish it also has like a meaning. And you have like Gull, which is cute, and Snopp, which is wiener, or, you know.
That's great.
So basically, the Golden Snitch in Norwegian, heard from a Swedish person, is basically cute cock. Then you have the word Quidditch. In Norwegian, it's rumpedunk, and in Swedish, dunk
Can't go.
means banging, basically, or bang, and rumpa means butt. So basically, if you say in Norwegian, Harry Potter caught the Golden Snitch in a Quidditch game today, in Swedish it would mean Harry Potter caught a cute wiener while banging.
Wonderful.
Yeah. So Fawn, and I wrote that down.
You
So
you
Fawn,
cannot change the
never
fact that
say
it sounds
rumperdunk
funny.
again. I dare you. It's very inappropriate for our Swedish listeners. Okay.
Yeah, but
Thank you.
we only accept Norwegian listeners from now on HP patrons, I guess. You cannot change the
Okay.
fact that it sounds funny, though. Still.
It's funny, but the fact that for Swedish people it basically means Harry Potter caught a cute cock while butt sex is very fun to me, and I think I
That's
will never
wonderful.
forget this. Yeah. Okay.
Rumpeldunk it
Germans
is.
aren't funny. That's illegal here. No, that's not true. I'm Austrian, and we are very funny. Some people just are not.
Yeah, Austrians are allowed to be funny. It's only Germans who cannot do that.
Can confirm. I can. Okay, someone can actually confirm that. Thank you. I mean, I only took what Cold
Birmingham.
Mirror researched, and she translated to German, and I translated it back and forward. Yeah, you know what I mean. Basically, yeah. That's my point. I just wanted to make that so every time you play that game and you play Quidditch 1, you will think about Harry Potter. Lee Jordan saying Harry Potter caught.
Now,
a
I will
cute
make sure
cock.
I say Rumpeldunk every time I play Quidditch.
That means butt sex.
No, it means Rumpeldunk.
It does mean that in Swedish.
This is
It's
Norwegian.
such-
Okay,
Golden
but
Snide.
it's not that inappropriate, but Griffing is the Norwegian version of Gryffindor.
What?
Griffing,
Come again.
Griffing
Yeah.
is Gryffindor in Norwegian. Now, if you take that in Hungarian, that would mean a griff farting. There's
that's
just
still
it's just
better
not
than butt
supposed to
sex.
be on.
I'm gonna be
I'm
honest.
saying it's
um,
not that inappropriate, but you just shouldn't take a language's word and put it in the other and
You
then take
absolutely
that
should.
face
I
value.
think that's the funniest thing ever. Please do that. I mean, imagine that, Austria and Germany, we both speak German, but not always, like, we also have some words that mean something else. Even in Austria, on the western side of Austria, we have words that for us Viennese peoples is the exact opposite from what they mean. And I just think it's very funny that nobody in the translation department thought about that.
Nice sweater, Aurelius. 10 points to Ravenclaw.
Yeah, my best friend brought me this from Korea.
Ooh,
Thank you.
that's nice.
I thought
But
I had to bring this.
in
Okay,
Dutch, it's
so
Guden Snij. Guden means golden, Snij or other Snijen can mean stealing or something. So it's basically stealing gold. I mean, at least that makes sense. You kind of have
that's
to steal
cool.
it
I
from
like
the
that.
other team. I love that.
I
In
like that.
Hungarian, the snitch's name is referring to how it moves, how it's really fast. It's tikas. It's I know it doesn't sound like any other language, but it's referring to how fast the snitch moves. Yes, that
Yeah,
means
I thought you would get that, but I don't. But
what?
the message, I thought that.
Yeah, pelo means dick in Hungarian.
Nice. See, that's exactly what that is. That's what I mean.
And it's not
People.
just dick; it's like a very funny way of saying it.
It's also always like funny ways of saying that. So yeah. Also like German and English, giving you a gift means giving you a present, but in German gift means poison.
I'm
So
sorry.
so yeah, it's always
It's a
this.
gift in some circumstances, maybe.
Yeah. So
I
I
don't
have a second topic. I'm just gonna get it over with
Let's
because
go.
my brain is small and I will forget it otherwise.
Oh, you didn't write
My
it down.
real topic
Stop.
now is how the heck did Quirrell manage to break into Gringotts Bank without being caught? First of all, second of all, because it was a high security safe, and number 2 or 3, I don't know. How did he mess up absolutely everything else in year 1?
Yes, and that is strictly connected to my second question, which is Harry shaking hands with Quirrell in the books, but not in the movies. Because for your question, my only solution would be that Voldemort definitely helped him with all the dark magic knowledge and curses
in the
nobody else could imagine. But if Voldemort was not fused yet, then how the fuck did he get in?
You mean into Gringotts Bank?
Yep. On the same day. You
Yeah,
couldn't
this
say
is
that he
like-
just shake hands with Harry and then 5 minutes later,
No.
oh hi Voldemort, now you can come in or something.
No, it was like it's like Nadia said. This was before Voldy fused into the back of the head. Yeah, that's true. Because I also have it in my mind that at some point Voldemort, first of all, was very weak. Like he would always get some snake milk, whatever that was called, like a potion from snake milk, whatever, that would sustain his like form that he had. But at some point he was very weak, and also Quirrell would just fuck up everything. And he was like, yeah, you know what? Let's fuse. So I can have like an eye on you, kind of.
They say it in the books,
And-
but then there's still the question, how did Quirrell do it alone?
Yeah, that's the question. That's one of my question. How the fuck did he
Because
get
my
in there?
only explanation would be that definitely it was Voldemort who did it. Because I
Nah.
can imagine him doing that, but not Quirrell, definitely not. Mick Nagini indeed for a while, but that was much later, I think.
No, it was basically
in-
that time.
They didn't even meet yet, I think, here. They didn't even meet Mick Nagini yet in
What?
the first
Yeah.
book.
But he must have had also like they also milked her in the 4th movie, or probably like most of the time when he also didn't have like a body for himself yet.
They definitely
You know that
did
that
something.
scene in the movie where it's like that baby, where it's like a baby Voldemort. And yeah, but I absolutely have no idea how the heck he would even
This
with
is-
Voldemort's help.
This is the only thing I think that I like more in the movies than in the books. Because, okay, yeah, you can explain that Voldemort wanted to keep a closer eye on Quirrell after the failed attempt of stealing the stone. I still wouldn't count it like a total fail, because he got in the bank, opened the safe, and got out alive. Like, that's more than anybody else.
Yeah,
could
that was
do
not
before.
the problem.
And
but
that's-
everything else after that was.
I know, but that's when Voldemort was already there, actually. So it's even more fun. But I love the idea what the movie did there, and that's probably because they didn't want to make that conversation in the end so fucking long to explain everything what happened so far. But I love that in the movie, Quirrell is just pulling his hands away. Like, I don't shake that, no? That's such a nice detail, and I think that makes a lot more sense, even if the books are supposed to be the main storyline.
Yeah.
But that makes a lot more sense that Quirrell, with the help of Voldemort, broke into Gringotts, didn't find the stone because they were too late, and then still Quirrell got punished because it's Voldemort, why not? And it just makes a lot more sense.
To your comment, I think that the first two movies from Christopher Columbus were actually really great on a standpoint of being book true, except for, Harry having blue eyes and whatever. But that also was because, but that also Harry didn't have green eyes because he would have allergic reactions to his.
Yeah, now these are the things that doesn't matter in my opinion.
Some people say the new cast is super important because Petunia has blonde hair now, and Harry
and
has
it's obviously
green
a wig.
eyes.
I mean, okay, it's blonde, wonderful, but that's like, I did not see more obvious of a wig than that ever.
Yeah. But the comment was maybe Quirrell just wanted to withdraw on his own vote, stunt the goblin, and did their haste. I think if that was the case, they would still know he did it, because if you stun that goblin, they still know who went in the last into that, and the goblin also knows who the person is they go in with, because you always have like your key and stuff. So I'm pretty sure that they would record who would go in, and it was like Cornelius Quirrell went in. Oh, someone stunned the goblin. Who could it be? So I think that would be obvious who it was. About it, Harry's scar hurts when Voldy nearby is right, but
it didn't scar. It didn't hurt in the movies. That's sure. But they don't even talk about any kind of scar pain until the fourth movie, third.
Yeah.
So until that point in the movies, it's just not a thing.
Yeah, that's very inconsistent. It wouldn't be as much of a problem if they didn't keep mentioning Harry had Lily's eyes. I get that. I get that, but to be fair, what does having someone's eyes mean? Is it just their color, or is it? I don't know. I personally, it's like a nice thing to build up because of Snape, and saying that in the end, you have your mother's eyes.
Yes, but and even in the movies, we don't really see Harry's parents too much. And let me tell you, when we do, Lily does not have green eyes.
Yeah.
So he does have his mother's eyes, because we might as well, because we don't really see it.
Mind control spell. Oh, you mean
Imperius?
Oh, no, not Imperius. In the mind control, you mean Obliviate.
That is the forgetting spell.
Yeah, because you need. I mean, mind. I don't think that Imperio is a mind control spells. In the books, it's described as you basically whisper in someone's ear that you should do this and that, and that's just very. You
send their mind into a bliss where they just don't really think about doing what you want them to do.
Kind of, yeah.
So they got it, but not always told people not to have people going, here we go again. I don't know. It never bothered me that Daniel Radcliffe doesn't have green eyes. It's just, and if you see like more modern movies, when they want to be, either closer to the books or have an original story, every time the actors have contact lenses, it just takes away like 50% of the acting. You can see it's kind of bothering them. You can see that the contact lenses might be not looking the same direction, and that's really just uncanny when you have a very serious moment and the actor is looking so it's just not coming through. I'd rather have a blue-eyed Harry Potter than I don't know, weird looking, no feeling coming through kind of Harry Potter.
I mean, it might be just me, but I absolutely love how the golden trio in the movies looked and felt. But I mean, I was absolutely used to that. I did watch the movies before I read the books. So, but at the same time, it's going to be really hard for me to get to like the new actors and actresses, because the main cast was just like, most of the people playing there were just very high tier actors and actresses, like
Yeah.
very, very skilled ones. So like people that had years and years and years of playing in a theater and stuff like that on on stages. So except for like the child actors, I mean, I do have still some
But
parts in the
they get some
trailer
nice
that-
picks there though, with the child
Picks?
actors.
Yeah,
And that's a complete surprise what you will get from a child actor, especially if they have to act for 10 years and grow up in the industry. They did choose right, I think.
I mean, do you know why they choose Daniel Radcliffe?
He was in different movies, and they did.
He was
I heard
in a
the
movie
stories.
with Chris Columbus before.
Yeah. And the parents didn't
So-
want him back in the industry, but
Yeah.
they convinced them, and so good they did. Really have to put off.
I know, we have to
Nostalgic
put off
glasses.
those. Yeah, I know.
Yeah. I
It really feels
now
feels like the cosplay the
cosplay.
most. Exactly. But the
It
thing
did,
is,
but that's why I watched it so many times. I sat down and I was watching it for like half an hour straight, and I genuinely think you can get used to it. If you just put away how much you love the movies and concentrate on how well the kids do, how well the actors do, how the costumes work together, how the feelings coming through, it's not bad. It's not bad at all.
I mean, it wasn't really like a big problem that. I mean, we could also like jump to the
We could.
trailer
we
now.
could.
But
Let me set up the thing. It might be a little bit scuffed for.
maybe a thing beforehand that you can pay some attention to. I heard someone say
Yeah,
that
there we go.
actually, and when I watched it, this made kind of sense. The music being played in the trailer could be one-to-one, like from any movie, from anything,
Okay,
even
maybe.
horror movies or whatever. Like, what's like 50% of the nostalgia? The music.
They definitely couldn't
That's-
use that though.
Why?
I'm pretty sure it's copyrighted. I don't think they could just use the old movies.
Yeah, but HBO Max, wasn't that Warner Bros.'s?
They still can't use it, I think.
Why?
Even if it's... I
Because-
don't think they can.
Because
If they
it's-
could,
it's-
they
it should
definitely
be-
would.
It should be Warner Bros.'s music, the copyright. Also, J.K. Rowling is there, so blah blah blah.
I don't know.
So I don't like even if it wasn't the original one, make something that sounds like the original ones, you know?
Yeah. I don't know if they didn't want to or they couldn't. Like, that's like a different question. If I had to guess, I would say that they couldn't. But then, who knows? Watching the trailer for the first time, like, it's gonna be interesting for you then.
Buckle up, yeah.
Sorry for
It's gonna
covering
be
the
really quick.
corners
It's
of
like
the screen.
less than 2 minutes. It's less than 2 minutes, so it's not long. There's a lot to take in those 2 minutes. We will probably like
Oh, yeah.
pause at some point as well to talk about that.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but I won't let that through, Nadia. That's the reason why her name is not allowed on chat. Just a side note. Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
So,
I mean,
should we start it?
yeah.
We watch, then we stop at points. You just wave if you want to say something. Okay? Let's get ready for the trailer react. Now, let's start this. You hear it?
I told you.
Okay.
No. That's
You
fine.
are a normal boy. And you're going to start acting like one.
So dumb.
Like for this, like already. I mean, it's great that they show those scenes that we only just hear about, even in the books, that how Harry was hated in the school, he was always beaten up, he was always the
That's
one
not true.
chosen lot. Yeah, that's true.
No, let's watch it as a whole, and let's then talk about everything else.
We will forget everything if we watch.
No,
the
no,
whole
we will
thing.
just watch again, start, and we'll say stop, and then we'll have
Okay, then.
something
Okay,
to
then. Let's do the whole thing. Whole thing.
say. Okay.
I told you. You are a normal boy. And you're going to start acting like one. You think you're something special? There is nothing special about you.
I've always wanted to know about my parents.
Your parents were the kindest, bravest people I ever met. They were funny and clever, and they stood up for what they believed was right. The next time I see you will be in Hogwarts.
Mr. Potter, I think we can expect great things from you. Let's see who you are.
Are you really Harry Potter?
I have to admit, I did have goosebumps. I have to admit
There you
that.
go.
Because the cinematic is just really nicely done. So you cannot take that away from them. The cinematic is really nicely done.
Yep.
Someone is spamming. Who's spamming?
Thank you for the subscribe. Thank you very much. Oh my god, I don't have notifications. Thank you. A little play can go on.
Not even talking nostalgic. Thing is,
Yeah.
okay, wanna start again and go there bit by bit. What I said first, the music is like it's okay, but first of all, can you even call it an HBO original?
Now that I heard it,
basically-
it's HP, but it's not HP1 HP. It's more like HP 6 or 7
think-
HP.
You think? I mean, we could watch like a trailer from back in the day, but I'm pretty sure it's not anything.
It has a suspenseful Harry Potter feeling to it, not the nostalgic. You know,
If you
what
would just
used to.
listen, if you would just listen to the music, and someone gave it to you, you would probably not recognize it as Harry Potter.
You wouldn't, but it does sound magical. Not.
Okay.
I'm saying not the nostalgic Harry Potter thing, but I can show you a ton of HP musics that would never guess that it's Harry Potter related at all. But they are there.
I did listen to a lot of them, and probably all of them.
Okay.
Music is okay, but it's nothing magical to it. Yeah. So it's
I don't
like
think it's magical,
quite
though.
generic. I think it's quite generic. I have to get used to new. Actually, Ron is the only character that I liked from the start, because I thought this thing, he was really cute, like really wholesome, just a kid reacting to the first time that he saw this boy he heard about all his life. The other ones, yeah, but I think you can, especially from the looks and stuff, I think Ron is perfect because it's a ginger. That's basically what Ron was.
Now-
Described as.
I wanted to say that the only person I didn't really like amongst the actors was Ron.
Really?
I
I
like
don't get that at all.
I like all the other. No, Dudley I also didn't like, but we didn't really see much.
Let's start again.
Now that's what
And then
I.
let's go over everyone, okay?
Yeah, there we go.
Because
Let's
that's
do a
when I
little bit
cringed.
more.
I told you.
Stop. Vernon. can we talk about Vernon?
Yeah, when I first started up the trailer, I was like, who the fuck is that supposed to be?
This could be James, basically.
Vernon is described as having a very short neck and a very big body with a huge mustache. I see none of
Yeah.
that at
Dudley
all.
and Vernon. And that's why in the first movies they actually gave Dudley a fat suit. He had to wear a
Yes.
fat suit. Vernon did not. But
Well, it's a different question.
I mean also Dudley, as we said before, is like we need to make something clear first. What they say they wanted to do is get the most accurate portrayal, whatever you say that, from the
Weird Vernon. Yep.
book material. Okay, I get it's fine to me if not everything is as it is because it wasn't before. That's fine. But what I don't like is saying that you will do the absolute best you can do and then put him as Vernon and Dudley as Dudley. This doesn't make any sense. And even if give them
Yeah.
fats, like you can do so much with like makeup, suits.
To be
and stuff.
fair and to give it to them, Vernon is the one in the trailer we see the least. Even Dudley
We
appears
did
for
see
a
any
closer
photos.
shot and a longer
We
shot.
did say photos. But there are photos where you can see him and he's just like this normal guy.
Yeah, but in the photos they cannot act, so I wouldn't completely write them off, but I don't
Okay.
like him. I also don't like him. It could be just teaser
Serial
music.
killer vibes.
It could be just
Yeah.
teaser music. That's the other thing I was thinking about. If they did it on purpose, not putting the nostalgic HP music in the first trailer. But yeah, I don't know. It's still almost a year. They might just make a ton of other trailers with the music. Yeah. Also, it does look like Jeffrey Dahmer a little bit in this.
It does look kind of creepy. It does.
Yes, like saying Umbridge looks like a frog. Oh wait, should we also remember that it was in the view of Harry and his mind, so you might make it worse than they really are. I don't
mean,
know.
Could you call someone that is absolutely normal, sized, however you want to call that, make him like, I don't know.
Yeah,
Maybe.
it was in Harry's head, but I also understand that you have to over-exaggerate in a book, because if you don't, then there is just no other way for you to picture it. Like if you say he was a normal-sized man with a neck and a mustache, should be like, okay, so Uncle Joe from the neighborhood, or like that's not specific enough. You have to be way over the top when explaining characters and how they look like.
Okay,
So you can see
let's
that.
continue.
Next character.
I told you.
Okay, that's Harry.
Yeah,
You
we
are
can
a
find a better
boy.
shot of him.
Yeah.
And
So
this-
this one, stop.
In
I'm
the
sorry,
legs.
this will happen a lot. So they want to talk about school life,
Yep.
and from what I know, I might be wrong, but from what I know, Harry and Dudley did not attend the same school.
They did. Yeah. They wouldn't go then to the same school.
You think they did? Okay.
They did go to the same school. And this is exactly described in the first book. It's described that Harry was always chosen last because everybody preferred Dudley, and they know Dudley's gang hated
Okay.
Harry, so he was always chosen last for the sports team. He always got beaten up. He had to run away from the team, running after him in the school gardens. That's why he ended up on the top of the kitchen, the roof of the kitchen, because he was running away
But
from
wouldn't
Dudley's
that-
gang. Yeah.
Yeah, but it doesn't make sense in a way of the Dursleys trying to hide that Harry even exists. Like, if they actually want to hide that he exists or that Harry is also seen as like the brother or cousin of Harry, Dudley's cousin of Harry, wouldn't they at least go to different?
I don't think they wanted
Schools?
to deny his existence. I think they just wanted to show as little as possible of him to the neighbors as they could. Because obviously you can't make someone just not exist, and you wouldn't make him go to school and stuff. But, in the 90s, I don't think it was impossible to do. But they just didn't want the neighbors to see Harry more than Dudley, because Harry is not normal. And if the neighborhood sees that they have a not normal child who makes strange things like getting on top of the kitchen, then they would think things about the Dursleys that they don't want to. So I don't think they, especially in the first book, later on they did some questionable stuff, but until the first book I don't think they wanted to deny his existence completely. They just wanted to show as little of him as possible to anyone who might recognize the family.
All right.
He had to go to school. I think he could go outside too, but don't remember. He was always outside. That's what he says in the first book, right after he got his letter and before he went off to Hogwarts. He says he was roaming around the neighborhood the entire day, just to not be around Dudley. So that's also fair. He was not locked inside the house. He just wasn't to be shown with the family, as he doesn't belong in that group, you know, so
Still
that they
doesn't
can
make
make the
sense if
connections.
he enters the house every night and leaves it every morning.
Yeah, but they don't. I don't know, because I've never lived in a family that was so. I don't know. It's not materialistic, but you know what I mean.
Let's continue.
So show off. So I don't know how it works in their head, but I think they just didn't want people to recognize Harry as part of the Dursley family. He just had to be home before Dudley was home. Yeah, that was in the 5th book. They say that too. Okay, we can go on.
And you're going to start acting like
But this part is also really weird
Yeah,
for me.
so that's just... I had to think
That's-
who this was supposed to be.
No, I mean, it's obvious who it's supposed to be, but my problem with that is...
I was like,
I
this
mean-
guy is more of a Malfoy than a Dudley.
Yeah, but my thing is, when I think about my time being 7, 8, 9, 10, whatever that time is you are in primary school. First of all, these kids look quite old for that. For being in I mean, because we don't exactly know when Harry was. We don't exactly know when that was, but it doesn't look like he was 7, you know? And because it was, say, in primary school. But
Yeah, but definitely
It's weird
before
that-
11.
yeah,
I don't know.
But-
I don't think
but
they're
it-
too old.
but what kind of bothers me is this scene is absolutely one-to-one what you would see in an American school drama, whatever, where you see like one on the left, one on the right, holding him, and then the bad guy comes up and make like a funny whatever face and be like, I'm gonna punch you in the nuts now. Like, this is too overdramatic for my...
It's
Like,
written
mobbing-
like
like
this
mobbing.
in the book. Like, almost word to word. Almost
That's fine.
word to word written like that in the book. So that's why I don't feel
I-
it's an over-exaggeration.
Okay.
They say that the method
Too much
was
old
for the...
guys.
What?
I agree with Raleigh, it's too much old guys. I can't remember. Yeah, I also can't remember this in the books.
It's
But
written
you
in the
read that.
books that the method for Dudley was that his friends hold down whoever they wanted to beat, and then Dudley just beat him until he could.
Yeah.
This, I don't know in which book, but this is written down. 2 of his friends holding down the current victim, and then Dudley just punching them until he could. I also
that's
think
fine.
that this is way too harsh, and I don't know how much kids would act like this in the 90s, but it is in the books, after all. Has
If
been
it-
the
yeah,
first
you
book.
know,
Maybe
it's-
it is in the first book. I don't exactly remember.
I don't remember it, but for me, it's like, those are not like 7, 8, 9-year-olds doing that, because that looks way more. It's high school, and there's the bad guy, and he's gonna punch you in the nuts and stuff like that. To me, it doesn't feel like...
Dudley has
It's just a
people
personal
held his victims. Harry mocks Dudley about that in book 5. Then there too, yeah, maybe. I say, I don't know when it's mentioned, but it's definitely mentioned. I don't know, this scene, when I first saw it, I also felt like this is a little bit too dramatic, maybe, for...
Yeah, I was like, it's...
for this.
Yeah. Especially for like 8 or 7 or 6, because if
Yes,
you,
but
if you're like,
it does...
for real, when you like
Be mentioned.
7 or 8, you don't necessarily punch everyone. You
But
just make fun
nobody
of
says that
them
they're
and-
7 or 8, by the way. It might as well be before the summer break. Then they're
Yeah,
10.
but isn't it like a
And it-
continuous thing happening in whole of elementary school?
Yes, but who says that we see them here as 7-year-olds? Who says this scene is not when
I'm
they're
just
10?
saying, I'm just saying elementary school for me. At least for
13-year-old,
me.
but it's supposed to be 7,
was-
9.
Yeah.
I don't know. But why? Okay, why do you guys say that this is supposed to happen when they were 7 to 9?
Because when you say that Dudley in his school time bullies Harry, it didn't happen like 2 months before school ends. It was like the whole time. Of
Yeah,
elementary
that's
school,
true.
Probably. So,
But that
and you're
doesn't
not
mean that
always
it-
11 in elementary school.
That's true, but it. But it doesn't say also that it never happened when they were 10.
Yeah, that's fine. But if this guy is 10, then I'm the Pope. Head of Pope.
Yeah, okay, it doesn't look 10, but I can
It's not-
believe
it's
it
not the looks.
sooner that he's 10, that he's supposed to be 7. I don't think he was ever supposed to be 7.
Nobody said that, but I was just bringing up that argument because you say primary school, and primary school is a longer duration and not just a thing. But I remember when
That's
I
fair.
was in primary school, we didn't have that, but if you had like these kinds of bullying and stuff, it would probably be more like making fun of someone, playing tricks on someone.
But I feel like
Um,
that was when we were that age. I don't know what was
Yeah.
a thing in the 90s. And the
For-
thing in the
let's say
80s
for
were even
me-
crazier.
For me, that doesn't feel like, but that's not about
Yeah,
me.
I also never saw
okay.
this kind of thing ever happen, but then I went to
Okay.
school from 2008, so almost 20 years between the two timelines. He could blend
Who's
in
Tom?
perfectly. He was much older than others. It wasn't much
Tom?
older.
Tom
That's
Felton?
Malfoy. He wasn't
Yeah.
much older. He was like 1 year older.
2 years, I think.
2? I thought he was 12
Yeah,
and everybody
but-
else was 11.
Yeah, but it did fit. Like Tom Felton,
He
when he
did
was
look
12,
older.
looked younger than he does now. Maybe that's just me, but
Yeah, he does
well,
now.
yeah,
well,
let's not. I have to say, let's not focus on the look of kids. I'm not about that. I'm not about the kid looking bad or whatever. I'm always thinking about someone had cast them, and someone is doing their makeup, doing their looks and stuff. Because
Yeah.
the kids are like the least guilty. Like they're
They're
not
just
the
there.
ones
They're
in
just
charge for
audition.
that. Yeah,
yeah,
exactly.
back on that topic, how much I like the pick for this actor, it's like a 2 out of 10. Could be worse, could be a lot better, but
I think
that's what I can say about
from like what I liked about the very first movies is that characters would always stand out to me because they have very special features to me. But we will get to that point as well. But
that. Given the shirts with the short arms, it's likely that it's summertime. I think it will fold out in the story that this happened before the summer break or something, because
Yeah,
they
possibly.
would definitely not recast the main actors just for one shot where Dudley beats up Harry's ass.
yeah,
It's just not likely. Okay,
okay.
Go on.
Let's continue.
go on.
Yeah.
But here in this shot, okay, wait. Here in this shot, he
This-
looks so hairy that I don't know. It made me happy. He just looks so hairy here. I don't know why.
Yeah.
He fits great. I like this pick.
And that one is
think
also
I'm
good.
something
That
special.
one, I give it to them. This is a very good scene.
There is
Because
nothing.
that happened in the books
special.
like that.
Yes.
But I don't like Petunia, I'm gonna be honest.
I don't. I also don't. Wait, let me go back.
She looks like a Karen.
I mean, it was kind of a Karen. Okay, where is it? It's supposed to be here.
Amazon.
Yep. What I like is that the actor is actually blonde, like in the books. Yeah, I like that they changed that. I would fire the guy who made Petunia's like.
She looks crazy. Like actually like here, she looks like that Vernon serial killer #1, and she's the one
Yeah.
actually processing the bodies. look at her face.
They fit
She
together
looks
perfectly.
maniac.
She does. But the wig just
Yeah,
takes
but-
my soul out of it.
But let's take the difference. Let's take the difference here. When I think about Petunia, she's not crazy. She's just very disgusted with the existence of Harry, and that's why she treats him that way. And this acting style, you know, she actually even has a scissor in hand and pointing at him. She looks like she's going to kill him because she
mean,
likes it.
Just to be devil's advocate, in this scene in the book, she is crazy. She is so mad at Harry. They say, what did he get for this? He was not let out of the closet for a week or something, they said. I don't
Because
know.
his hair grew back.
Yes. But Petunia was extremely mad after this. So
Yeah, but no, like that would make sense if she would not know what magic is. Then maybe.
But that's
But
why
the
she
fact
was
that
mad.
She knows, yeah, but she knows that it's magic. She knows that Harry is magic. So being mad about him doesn't make any sense.
It does. He's mad
It's-
that he did it. I think she thinks it's on
not his
purpose.
fault.
But I
Yeah,
think
but
she
he
thinks
can't.
it's on purpose.
Yeah, but he doesn't even know he's magic. How is he supposed to do it? Well, yeah.
What do you mean doesn't
Vernon
know
just
his
goes
magic?
with his one.
Oh, but just okay. Get into the shoes. They want to put an end to the magical line of Harry's life in general. So Petunia gets mad that Harry. They couldn't beat the magic out of Harry, basically.
Good. I mean, that's a good thing because otherwise he would have gotten to be a obscuros. I don't know how it's in English. Obscurial, I think. You know that thing in Fantastic Beasts? Obscurus?
Yeah,
How
I
do you
don't
say
know. I don't know how much I take the Fantastic Beasts stories as a canon, but
Oh, that is canon. I mean, especially like Dumbledore's sister, Ariana, she was an obscurial.
I don't know. Maybe.
So that did exist. Yeah. Because if you oppress your magic actively, that will happen.
In the books,
Okay,
they
let's
say
continue.
Petunia is blonde. In the movies, she was black-haired. Yes, she's supposed to
Yeah.
be blonde, just as Dudley's supposed to be blonde, and I think Vernon is not. He's not blonde. It's not mentioned,
don't care.
to be fair.
It's not about the hair for me. The hair is not my problem.
It's
I
one
just,
of my problems.
you know, it's like it's very hard to do it. Like there's one thing I want to talk about. There's one thing about being book accurate that's from like 19 whatever, 97 or whatever, I don't know. And being accurate to that's fine. But also you need to have in mind that there has like been 20 years, over 20 years now, that these characters have been portrayed and have been so iconic in the way they act, in the way they look, that I think you should always think about what makes more sense. Do we make it a bit nostalgic here and keep those traits that didn't change the story at all? Like, whoever said, Petunia, you have your mother's hair? I mean, with the eyes, fine. Harry's eyes, fine. But does it make like this big of a difference if her hair is like blonde? Or, like, I personally don't care about.
I
the
think
hair,
it
but-
does, and it's one reason why it does, and it's not story related. But Petunia got a lot of shit for having black hair in the movies.
Did
If
she?
she had her natural hair here that is potentially not blonde, then people would just say, oh, okay, this is just as shit as before, this is still not book accurate, blah, 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 not gonna watch it.
I've never heard anyone say that, to be fair. And I've talked with a lot of people. I mean,
I don't know, I
yeah,
saw
you will
that,
always
people.
get some shit. Really? Damn.
I mean, it's a thing that can be more book accurate because it was not. The people do say
That's fine.
things, everything. Like, this is not story related, so like, who cares if she's blonde or not? But
Yeah.
if you see that they again didn't deliver what's in the books, then you can justify your ideas of this again not being a book accurate interpretation.
Wasn't Petunia described as having a very long, like, all the neck that Vernon did not have, Petunia had.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, here that's not the case as well. So you know, saying it's very book accurate, you can always find stuff that's not absolutely right. And the original Petunia, we'll call it original, she did have that, for instance.
Yes, and I love that there, and I miss it
I
here.
love that they were so different, both of them.
Yeah. But then again,
appearance-wise,
is it more important to find an actor who can portray the character perfectly, or an actor who has a long neck?
I think it's a mix.
But if they couldn't find one?
Oh, come on. Oh, come on.
They couldn't find a perfect Petunia with a long neck.
Oh, come on. Oh, come on.
People do love stuff
I
being
don't think- let me say
consequent,
no
especially
again.
if they say it's book accurate, that they better do it. I think it's a great selling point for them that they made another thing book accurate. If you watch the trailer, they put so much effort into being as book accurate as possible, except
then-
Snape.
Yeah.
I had to.
I did
Yeah.
actually watch a video today from a black guy explaining why it is a very bad idea to put a black person in.
Yeah, I'm so surprised that they only realized it now. Like, isn't that what
No,
everybody's been talking about for a long time? It's not. One problem is that it's not book accurate. Okay, we get over it, who cares? The second problem is that the whole fucking cast is going to be racist this way.
Yeah. And also there are a lot of stereotypes that are being fulfilled by that,
Yep.
which should not be of interest. Yeah. And also like some people complain that if you want to do how they call a race swap, there are so many ways, so many characters that you can actually really
Yes.
well do that are actually written like that, and you
Exactly.
should actually race swap them compared to the books, because they were described, like, I think, was it, I forgot the name, Susan Brown, it wasn't Susan Brown, how was her name
Susan
again?
Bones is a Hufflepuff.
No, not Susan Bones, it's anyway, there are like characters that are supposed to be
I don't know.
people of color, and they just swap
Lee
them
Jordan is
from-
definitely supposed to be, and Lavender
Lavender
Brown.
Brown, thank you. Lavender Brown.
Isn't she described to have a pink cheek? Oh wait, that's maybe Susan Bones.
Yeah,
I don't know.
because in the
to be
first
fair, I
two
don't remember
movies,
that.
Lavender Brown was actually played by a person of color, and then they switched that up when she got a love interest of Ron.
I could also see that they wanted a race swap for a very, very main character, and out of all of the main cast, and this might be controversial, I can so see Dumbledore be played
Yeah.
by a black actor.
Someone said
That
Morgan
would be
Freeman.
so fucking iconic to have
Morgan
a black
Freeman,
actor.
holy shit.
Yeah, to have a black actor play Dumbledore, that
Especially
would
with
have
the
been
voice and stuff,
fantastic.
yeah.
But no, we got Snape, the only character, and not the only, one of the three,
Yeah.
described to be specifically pale, and one everybody seems to hate out of no particular reason for a while. Then
because
he
of
gave
because, also
reason,
because of
but
his nose and of whatever, and I think it was
Yeah.
a lot of like facial traits that Harry disliked about him, which sounds really nice now. I don't like him because, and also I think James Potter. Yeah, there was like this thing in the books where Lily was like, "Why do you hate him that much?" And he's like, "The reason I hate him the most is because he exists," which also does not age well.
it's horrible. How can it be
Yeah.
even more horrible? I can't.
Also,
Actually,
like
yes,
these four white
but-
guys bullying the black boy.
What Mantis says, who plays Kylo Ren, is the perfect actor
Yeah.
for this. I can see why.
But he's not British. He's not British.
Do they still go on this bullshit that it has to be
I
British?
think so.
Because I know they did that for the movies, but I thought they dropped it for quality. I don't know.
I mean, the accent and stuff is quite important if you like.
I
wanna
think
be
if you're a great actor, you can do that. They constantly go through trainings to
But
able to
I'm
do the
happy
accent.
I'm happy it was that way in the first movies, because otherwise we wouldn't have had those actors and actresses we had. Probably there would have been a lot of American
That's
ones.
fair.
So we wouldn't have had probably Minerva McGonagall, Maggie Smith, amazing, Rubius Hagrid with Robbie Coltrane and stuff. But we're gonna get to that as well. But
Yeah.
I mean, it's very hard to get to new faces after you had those. I know that for myself. I know I'm harsh on criticizing that, even especially on the first look, because I haven't seen them actually playing and stuff like that. So acting, yeah.
You don't see Dumbledore
Let's
back.
continue.
I can completely understand that because it's not. I can see why you don't picture him black on first glance.
Yeah, because
of
you're not
course.
used to that anymore.
But it
That's
could
fine.
fit so well. I think a black wizard with bright blue eyes that see into your soul and huge white hair. It would be so iconic, and they didn't choose to.
I had the same
go
thing
down there.
actually for, I don't know if you watched that, probably not, Witcher. And the latest Witcher season, you also had Regis, or Regis, or however you want to call him, that was always portrayed as white in books and in the games as well. He was like this old white guy, and he was played by a black man. And first I was like, okay, that's weird now. Like everything you have is different than that. And then I had him play, and I loved this guy. So it is absolutely how people portray that character.
That's that's what I want
but
to
also-
put out there too.
But
That-
also, if you're used to this for 20 years plus, you should be aware that this is not necessarily a racist thing. This is more of a, this character was built up like this character is an icon. Keep in mind that people like to, I mean, there's also not really a real reason to change that. Like if you say it's a relevant thing in the books to change that, fine. But
Here
just
it's
random.
especially bad. But yeah, as Nedia says, how about McGonagall black? Of course. Nothing is like, if you're raised with McGonagall, nothing is
I think that would be
really
great,
going to
actually.
change. Yeah, that's what and also
Yeah.
a great pick. Anybody else but the Malfoys, Voldemort,
Scottish,
and Snape
that's what
would
we
have been
know.
a perfect choice.
She's Scottish, that's what we know. And also, if you would have swapped McGonagall, there wouldn't have been any problems, because McGonagall is such a uncontroversial role. More like she's basically just a positive role in any way. So from a backstory, she doesn't have any problems with bullying or doing something bad. She's actually more of a perfect character in the way that no matter who plays her, as long as she's played well, it
And
works.
as Farb says, that Kingsley is explicitly described as black, so as important as Dumbledore would be too, but he is not that important. I hope they keep that way, because obviously he's a black character. But he is not as deep in the story, not that... it's not on the same level as Dumbledore. He might be as great as a wizard as Dumbledore, but not as important to the story as Dumbledore would ever be. As much as I love Kingsley as a character, though, he's just not that.
Yeah.
not
Okay,
that.
let's continue, because otherwise we won't finish this.
Yeah, we can talk a lot about this. I'm so happy it came out.
Yeah. Yeah.
About
And this, wait. It does not change anything. But they used the green ink.
The green ink, yeah, the green ink is there, which is nice. Also nice handwriting.
I've always wanted to know about my parents.
That's also book accurate.
Yes.
Your parents were the
But
kindest,
one thing that I
bravest
have
people
not
I ever
yet
met.
liked
They were funny.
is the look and the accent of Hagrid.
The accent, I'm like,
What a bad font. A font. Oh.
Font. Yeah, I also don't like the font. It looks like someone just last minute typed it in Word and then pasted it here, to be fair. That is quite horrible. But yeah, go on about the looks of Hagrid.
And also the like when I think about Hagrid, also in the books and in the games and whatever, he had this the accent. Also the writing on the cake, Happy Birthday, Harry. I think he just talks normally. Here.
I don't understand why they made him forget how to write, because in the books he can write. It's only in the movies.
That's just a fun thing.
Fair.
He was also portrayed as being a bit dumber. Yeah, I think he's. I don't know. I don't.
Yeah, those warm brown eyes. That's what's missing. I agree. Describe the warmth, the love of those Hagrid's brown eyes is just missing. You don't.
I mean
see
I don't wanna. I wouldn't wanna be rude or anything.
He doesn't know how to spell right, but he's supposed to know how to spell right.
If you ask me, if you compare the OG Hagrid, he has, as you said, some warmth to it. And you see the body of Hagrid, right? You saw it from the back. He's very wide. And then you look at the face, and it's very thin.
Yes.
It just doesn't really add up. Because imagine him not having any clothes on. He will be very thin here and very wide here. And that just kind of feels odd.
Okay. I don't know.
I mean, when I think about Robbie Coltrane, he was a tall guy.
And he was a white guy as well.
A white guy?
A white
guy, yeah, exactly. So I think that he, it's.
It doesn't know how he couldn't write down Voldy's name. Let me put it here, but the entire magical society did not say the name. They were afraid of the name.
Write it down.
Can you
Not write it down.
Can you really blame him for not now knowing how to spell something you're not supposed to say, like, ever?
I mean, you can just write it down as it sounds, like how it sounds, but yeah.
I don't know. Maybe that's just our brain, because our languages.
Thinking about naked Hagrid. Yes, you got a problem with that.
Exactly why I was looking.
wait. I'm gonna look something up here.
Okay.
Yeah, you can continue. I just thinking about naked Hagrid.
I will save that as a quote. I'm telling you.
wait.
In assuming in this, Chab wanting to look something is a bit sus. Why talking about thinking naked Hagrid? Yes, it's a little bit sus. It might be a little bit sus.
Wait.
And yeah, now you can see the difference. That is exactly what I mean too. I mean, new Hagrid has such a narrow face.
Yeah.
It just doesn't fit. And you see Robbie Coltrane having those warm and loving brown eyes.
He also probably had some loving something up.
What are you on about?
They made fun about naked Hagrid, so I had to jump on the train.
Nothing compares to old Hagrid.
Yeah, but
fair.
I'm very excited. I hope I will grow to love how he portrays Hagrid, because I absolutely do love Hagrid.
That's what I hope for. Oh yeah, I wanted to stitch this to the Snape talk before. I still feel like that's the only thing that really throws me off in this series. I couldn't start to like that they chose a black actor. In story perspective, it's kind of looking horrible. But if this actor can portray Snape the way that he is the best fucking actor on the earth, and he can portray Snape that we forget that he's a black actor, I'm all for it. Do it. It can be good. Not the story-related stuff, that's still a little bit weird, but he might just be such an awesome actor that we wouldn't even care in the end. It's almost 10 p.m. No, it's 8:30. So we're fine. Okay.
Yeah, so I guess we both agree on the fact that there are problems with the casting related to what this actually has an impact for other characters, the story as a
Yep.
whole, and that other people would have probably had would have been a very good option to do exactly this, but this is just not ideal.
And Charlie, you're
But
very right.
let's hope we cannot change it. Let's hope it's gonna be great. I do hope that. I'm just kind of annoyed by them saying we're gonna try to be as book accurate as possible, changing so many details.
But the only thing I still
Yes.
feel like they spit themselves in the eyes, I don't know if it's an English expression as well, is the Snape casting. Nothing else is.
Maybe it was
Really
PR
out.
as well. Maybe it was PR.
If it was
You
PR,
never know.
then they could just put out the trailer and say, "Oh, hi! So he's actually not playing Snape, but he's playing Dumbledore," and then we'd be like, "Hooray!"
Hermione. Yeah. Okay. Let's continue.
Okay.
and clever. And they stood up for what they believed was right. The next time I see you will be in Hogwarts.
That looks great. I think
Yeah, that was cute. That was a really nice scene.
Weasleys look great. Molly looks amazing. So we can stop here. Oh.
Miss-
When we enter the hall. Okay.
Yep.
Some people said on the left side there's a tree. You know that on the left side that's a tree.
Well, that pretty
I
much
don't
looks
know
like.
why. They first they don't
Why they
just
walk
take the
in?
boats.
I hope they
also
walk to the
from-
boat, yeah.
Yeah,
Either
after the
from-
boat they do walk.
Yeah, they do walk to the gates. They're supposed to. Again, still.
I think it's
they should
only
have
in the
said that in
movies where you
train.
have like these stairs going up. I'm not sure if that's in the books. as
No,
well.
they just enter the hall and then go to a room on the right or left.
No, I mean
and-
stairs from the boats to the castle. In the movies, there's like you have the boathouse,
Huh,
and then you have
actually,
like
maybe
these
they do.
big stairs going up. Also in the game, you have that as
Yeah,
well.
I don't remember that. I mean, being inside the hall doesn't really require a boat. It's not this scene that he is talking about. It's a previous one when they walk in the forest area.
Yeah.
But fair.
Okay.
So
And
that
then
is
there's
that is
McGonagall.
a tree, and it's a
Yeah. What I
interesting
like-
choice.
What I like is that the stairs you see in the back, they do not move, or they should not move, because in the books they do not move. But in the movies they did.
The staircases,
I'm not
you
sure.
mean? Or
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm not quite sure yet if which one I like more, because I think that the moving stairs did actually have a magical feeling to them. So let's see what looks cooler. I mean, it's not really magical to have like 7 floors. You actually have to walk up on stairs. It is
Yes.
a bit cool if you have like the movie.
The book description of the castle is a lot better, I feel like. But I'm not blaming the movie directors and whoever made the concept of the castle. I have no clue how you can portray the book castle in a movie environment. Just not easy at all. Especially if
Okay,
you have
let's go
one
to
year.
McGonagall. Let's go to McGonagall.
Let me see. Okay, I know what.
It's just 2 seconds. Yeah, here.
Yeah. I mean, she has the pursed lips. That's described in the books.
Yeah. She has the glasses, which are
Yeah.
going to be kind of like what she looks as a cat. What the cat has features in the face.
Yeah.
I have no idea what the heck she has on her head.
I think this is really Hogwarts Legacy inspired because many of the teachers do give up this vibe. I miss the tight
I miss
bun.
her hat. I miss her hat. Spiky.
Yeah, this is
Like
definitely
you
not
just-
a wizarding hat.
Yeah.
Is she young? Well, she's not Maggie Smith, so she's definitely younger
Oh
than
my
that.
god. when
She
I
looks
when I
so
watched this with
strict,
my
yep.
girlfriend yesterday, I said she gives me more of a librarian, or not librarian, but like more of a secretarian vibe. And now you said
Maybe,
she
yeah.
looks like a librarian. I think she does.
Did I say that? Oh no, Nadia said
not
that.
you.
Okay.
Nadia
what
said
the
it.
fuck did I say?
I also
Yeah.
had more of a feel like let me see. Let's compare
Looks
it.
like
I know
young
comparing
Dumbledore.
it bullshit.
What do you mean McGonagall looks like young Dumbledore? I mean the vibe-wise or the similarities? I don't know. With the age, I don't think there is a problem. She does look strict, which is a plus. This actor also has a huge... Oh, yes. Huge boots to fill. You can just never be
It's
as
really
good as her.
hard. It's going to be really hard to live up to that.
You just have to put this
some nice-
aside. They were good, now we
Yeah,
have a
yeah.
completely different canvas, completely different
I'm not
things
talking
to
about the
expect.
person. I'm not talking about the person. I'm talking about the outfit, stuff like
The
that.
entire thing they did in the movies is so iconic that it's just impossible that this will get on that top, because nostalgia
Let me give you
will always make the movies more beautiful and better.
an example. You see that brooch or whatever that is on her neck, right? That is actually, if I'm correct, this is like a lot of things that McGonagall wears in the movies is very Scottish. So they did make a lot of very thoughtful steps to make her outfit very Scottish and represent her well. Also the feather she has on her hat. All of the outfits I've seen so far, sadly, do not give me these magical
The outfits I
feelings. Like,
think
if
are
you-
horrible, to be fair.
Yeah, if you look at her, for instance, and you don't picture the back and you just look at her, this would, like the outfit, just talking about the outfit, wouldn't give me a Harry Potter feeling.
No, it looks like a 1920s walking on the streets of New York kind of vibe.
Yeah,
Kind of like a
Okay.
cosplay. It doesn't
Yeah.
even look like a cosplay because it's nothing
Yeah.
close to the
it's just
character.
general out. It's just like
Yeah, and
someone's doing
you
that.
know it's not really good when you have to guess who this is supposed to be.
yeah. Okay, let's continue.
Yeah.
Mr. Potter,
I think the hat looks okay. It
I
actually
think we can expect great things from
the
you.
school looks amazing. I think.
This one, that classroom, it's a great touch. Not every classroom
Yeah.
is like an elementary school classroom, but like an actual academic place, a serious one. It's so great. What was it?
I just don't
Yes, it
know.
looks so
Like,
good.
first of all, my question is, I mean, I think they fucked that up in the books in the movies as well, but you can see on that you have like a blackboard or whatever that is where you write on, but you also on the left side you have this like projector thingy, whatever that is supposed to be.
I'm pretty sure that's
Make-
not that, but it does look
It's not a
like
projector?
that. I don't think it's supposed to be, but electricity is not working in Hogwarts. So
Exactly,
it's not
that's the
supposed to be
point.
that.
Electricity is not supposed to be there.
I don't think it's that, but to be fair, it's really small and I couldn't guess anything else that could be, so I just hope at this point.
Yeah, let's see.
Um,
And
Don't
also they
like how Ollivander
couldn't
looks.
manage to put in any real lights there, so every student has to bring their own candles with them.
But that's
Which is
actually
kind of weird.
that is interesting. I mean, it's supposed to be very dark because
Why?
because they only light stuff with candles, and where you don't have
Yeah,
windows,
but you cannot
it's
read
just
what's
dark.
on the blackboard there.
Yeah, I
You
don't know
cannot read
why
that.
they did this as a touch to make a completely dark classroom, but I like the arrangement of the classroom.
Yeah,
We
I get
learn
that.
Lumos
I
quite
understand that.
early. I don't even think Lumos is ever mentioned to be taught in the books. It's only Hermione with his little blue flame. Do you have any video thingies
Is-
in HP universe? Radio exists. But radio works with magic too. Like you have a... It's not called radio, it's called something magical
Yeah.
thingy. And it works with magic, not radio waves. Wouldn't they just use Lumos Maximus to light up the room?
think they have windows on the side. I think those are windows and they just close them. So
So they're just like the moody classroom.
Yeah, maybe
feeling.
it's also just for atmosphere. You know, let's not overthink everything.
But I like
But I
the
like
setup.
the look of the. Yeah, I in general
Yeah.
I like the school on the insides.
And,
What's next?
Also, I wanted to add that I also don't like how Ollivander looks, especially because he exactly looks like a merchant from Hogwarts Legacy, like any old merchant from Hogsmeade. It's just nothing special. If you don't see the shot of him giving the wand to Harry, you would not know who that is. Again, could be anyone, any magical folk.
Yeah, but then again, I think for Ollivander this is also hard in general because he's not that well known. So yeah, I would give it a pass for Ollivander in general. Because I have a
analogies
bias.
to film. Do wizards actually need a film when all of the pictures they take just talk and move?
What? Say again?
Like, do wizards really need films and movies and stuff if all the pictures they take just move and talk?
No, they have to take. They have to take those with. Take photographs, and it's just like
I know.
developed with magic.
Yeah, I know, but same. They can do that, so they don't really need movies. They can just, make movies with pictures.
Okay, let's continue.
Next.
I'm excited. He always looks so scared. Okay, there we got the boy. Oh my
Let's see
god.
who.
Yeah, but
And this one is
this shot is definitely not the best
shot
of
is
this,
nice.
dude. But by the way, if you look closely, he has the wand, so he's not just yo. He actually pulls out the wand.
I know. That's not my problem. If you look to the right of him,
Yeah.
you can see the beautiful bold cut of what the fuck is even this.
I mean that's pretty
You cannot have-
90s.
You cannot have his Draco's hair next to that guy.
I think they really wanted to differentiate between them, but they didn't really take the right path.
Draco is basically 2025 young boy.
The hair.
And then on the right, the hair. And then you have the bowl cut, which looks awful.
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know why they chose this hair specifically. I mean, they did differentiate the hair in the movies too, in a completely different way. That it does
No, I'm not
look
talking
like
about
kind
Pansy,
of the bad boys of the 2000s, just a little bit more flat. So
I'm talking about Goyle or Crab, I don't know which one, like the one on the right of
Yeah.
like, behind him.
yeah, but I don't know
because
why
Misha
they differentiated
said
this way.
Pansy, and I said
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
we have a glance of her too.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the hair,
Yeah,
they
okay.
didn't really nail it here.
Yeah.
Let's
This
see
is
who.
so
one is
good.
really bad. No,
What? It's
look at
so
the brooms.
good.
Look at the broom.
No, the brooms are horrible, but the feeling of
Yeah.
this whole
Yeah, the
scene
feeling
is
is nice,
absolutely good.
But I do not understand why they had to change the look of the brooms. It's
Me
like-
neither.
like, continue a bit, just a bit, so you can see Harry and the
Let's see
one on the other
who
side.
you are.
Yeah, just a bit.
Yeah,
So on the
horrible.
left side, you see his broom, which is like a crossing kind of broom. And if you say, okay, if they ride brooms, blah blah blah, they should look like classical brooms. Makes sense to me. But why then does that guy have like his very special weird, like who would use that kind of broom in real life? If you wanna be like, they need to look like real brooms.
No, they are horrible.
Yeah, I think
It's
they
just
also
horrible.
don't look great.
Is the first match against Hufflepuff?
Yeah,
Yes, because the
Yeah.
big finale, when they have to win, is against Slytherin.
yeah, exactly. Which is cool that they actually show the Hufflepuff
Yeah.
one, so that means that they probably show many Quidditch games and not just one.
And Charlie is
which is
really, really fair. The Nimbus is supposed to be a high-tech air broom. This is what my grandma has to swipe the
I wanted to
snake.
say that. Oh gosh. I mean, it should
Also,
at
hi,
least. I
happy
mean, the
guy,
handle
welcome,
looks
happy guy.
nice. The handle looks nice.
Yeah, just cover the top, the rest can stay.
Yeah. I don't know.
This was not a nice choice, but the shot of the Quidditch match gives me that magical.
I like the
feeling.
outfits as well. I like the
Everyone's favorite sport.
They have a lot of damn it, umhang, English coats. Not coats. You know, the thing around his shoulders.
Yeah, capes.
Capes, yeah.
Some herbology class.
Also, there was no herbology class in the first book. But that's fine to me. Just in the second one. No. But it makes sense. It's fine.
Wait,
it just like story-wise, it would make sense because Hermione's learning about this plant that she's gonna light up and stuff like that.
Yeah, really.
So it's fine to me.
We never go to herbology class. That's fair.
Yeah, but it makes sense to put it in if you have like a full.
This
TV
frame of
series.
Hagrid in the snow. It's like, I get it.
I
It's
don't get
cute,
that.
but why?
Yeah, I don't get it. I don't get it at all.
I don't understand why they made him be like a kid. He's not a kid. He's
Put
funky,
that
but
into the
it's
series. Put it in the series, but not in the trailer.
yes, maybe it's not the shot you want to see as promoting your stuff.
Yeah.
Is what I think about.
Maybe there's a very
WTF
wholesome.
is.
There's a very wholesome scene.
I get it,
Hagrid
but I
doing
don't get it. Meaning, I get
Yeah.
it. Hagrid's cute, but I don't get it. Why do we have to see this?
Yeah.
3 times a week they went out to the greenhouse behind the castle to study herbology. Yes, but we never go to class specifically. It's like, yes, we know about
Of course they have
herbology
all
class,
classes.
but we never
Of
go
course they
there.
have all of them. Yeah.
Maybe it has a whole reason, or Hagrid is just drunk again. In the books, they
Yeah,
do
maybe
talk
he is.
about Hagrid being drunk a lot more.
Maybe he is drunk.
That's fair, but he's
And
supposed to
that's-
carry
maybe he got
trees.
the egg. He got the egg, and then he just went to the snow. Was like, ha ha ha! I got an egg.
Ain't no way that's happening in the end of spring.
Yeah.
Okay, we can go
Let's
on, I
see.
think. These shots of the castle are beautiful.
It's cute. Yeah. Also, that's
And that.
Dumbledore. Has,
Dumbledore is...
I don't know how it's called in English, but the thing he has in his hand.
Yeah, the
is very
sound.
weird. Yeah. It's like one thing I like about it, if they do it that way, because Dumbledore is described to be quite a
music
funny
lover.
guy,
An opera
like,
lover, actually.
no, a funny guy, just a weird
That
guy
too.
that says stuff with no reason. And they cut that out and made him be very serious in the first movies, but actually he's just very, very weird dude.
They did, Nadia, we didn't have it specifically written down that, oh, hey, we are in a herbology class, we learn this and this today. Hey, you know what this plant is? Oh, I know, Professor Sprout, I know. We never went there. We are aware that they had herbology classes. It's written down when they do have herbology classes, but never like in the second book when they explain, oh, we go to Greenhouse 3 today, we learn about the mandrakes, what do the mandrakes do? This is what I mean.
Yeah, of course they have those classes. Makes sense, because otherwise Hermione also in the books and in the movies wouldn't say, yeah, I learned this from Professor Sprout. But it was not like they would actually have a class like with Flitwick or like with Snape or with Quirrell. Of course they would have all these things, but then again they would also have to show arithmancy in third class, in third year and stuff like that.
Yes, we
and
know she
stuff
has...
nobody
but
would
we don't
care
go
about.
there.
Yeah.
Exactly. Now,
We
Chloe,
didn't
you don't
see a
like
whole
Hermione?
class.
I don't know. I saw everybody hating on Hermione's actor, which I think is kind of racist, because the
I
all
did.
hate I saw was because she has quite a darker skin,
I saw that.
which is
I saw
not
people
too,
don't liking it.
not too nice to say, I think. Especially for a kid, you say that you don't like her part because she has a darker skin. That's quite disgusting. But when
Yeah,
I saw
I
that
mean-
interview with her, she was so great. I think
Yeah.
she's a perfect fit. I do think she's very good. for that.
I mean, we need to think about that these are kids, first of all, and second of all, they will evolve. And if I criticize anything about their looks, it's more the actual outfits that all the
You can criticize
people
the
making the
looks
movie.
if you talk about the role they play, but it's not like they chose someone who looks completely the opposite of Hermione and then you're surprised
Yeah.
about the crash out, why people don't like it. She does have a tiny bit darker skin than Emma Watson did. We don't
Yeah.
know about Hermione in the books, we never saw her. Like, I don't think that's throwing anyone off. It's not supposed to. She looks much more like Hermione does be described than Emma Watson did. Like, they didn't like Emma
They
Watson's
also
cast.
say-
They really hated her when they
because she was
introduced
pretty,
her.
right?
She was pretty, she had blonde hair, she didn't have big teeth.
She didn't have blonde hair.
But blonder than it's described. She had to.
Yeah.
She has like brown, bushy hair in the books, and Hermione definitely didn't have brown and bushy hair, so they hated her. And now, you cannot imagine anyone playing that role because she was so extremely good.
Yeah, I guess we'll need to see how it's going to be. But for now, for me at least, I would say I'll give her a chance, and they will grow over time. And for me, that is not a casting thing that just is completely off yet.
No, I don't.
Um,
I think it fits. In the
again,
books,
for
they was a
me-
bit
for
vague
me-
about her skin, right? Some say she's a bit more tinted. Some
Yeah.
says, yeah, they never describe her skin tone. They do say about her that
She
she has
gets pale. She getting pale or something at some point, or she looked
maybe they say
white,
they get pale,
face or something like that.
but maybe because she was scared or something, you know, like
Yeah.
not a skin tone related
Yeah.
comment. All thing is specifically said it she has long, bushy brown hair and big teeth. I think that's all we know.
Yeah. Again, it's give everyone a chance. If I'm criticizing stuff, it's more of the how do you say that, the outfit department, where they, you know, decide on what those actors wear and what their hairstyle is and stuff like that. That's more of I think that's more the stuff that kind of looks unrealistic to me, that kind of brings me out of the flow of the movie or like the series or whatever. So this is gonna be more of my problem, less than the actual acting, because you can be the greatest actor or actress, but if you have like a wig on that looks absolutely horrible,
Yeah, Petunia.
I will be
please.
like, you're not portraying the real life of that character. You're just
Yes.
obviously an actor. So
And
that's my
Chloe,
thing.
you say don't like that she's so smiley and it gives off a different energy than Hermione does. I couldn't pinpoint from where the shots are, but definitely after she gets friendly with Ron and Harry, I think she does get a lot more smiley and open and friendly. Before she
Yeah.
does have that bossy energy who nobody really likes in the year. I don't know. This is another thing that we have to see, because I see where you're coming from. She is a lot more smiley. She does give off a different energy than Emma Watson did. We'll see how that works out, and we'll see how much it has, how important it is in the series. Like, you know, we see a 2-minute trailer. They could have cut together all of the
Yeah.
shots where she's smiling.
Yeah. Like, what I wanted to say to that is, don't forget that we had the movies first, and the movie only had like this portion of time a character could have like screen time, and now you have like a whole season of episodes, with each episode probably being about 50 minutes long. So the amount of screen time each character has is bigger, and therefore, you know, there will be probably a lot of jokes, a lot of here and there. They're not just only gonna focus on the main stuff. They will add stuff to it, because there's no way around it. You cannot make a whole season about one book that's like this size. That's just not possible. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it, and yeah.
Another
Again, the kid
thing-
actors is the least problem I have. So,
Yeah, I think they're good. I'm still saying Ron is the weakest for me, but they also don't really
let's
see
see.
much.
I think he's wholesome. He said one thing, and it made me
Fair.
grin. but that's because I just really like the character of Ron, and
Because
I would
you're
like to
Ron.
see more happy and more goofy and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I really need to see that in Ron more, because in the movies it was a lot of negativity, if you think about it. It was less of that, best friend of Harry making fun and stuff and having a good time. And it was more of he usually would say stuff if something bad happens, like Draco is an asshole again, and
That's fair.
Snape is evil and stuff like that. It's less of just funny stuff. And I'm looking forward to seeing these kids having actually a good time together.
I
And Harry getting
gotta
friends.
I gotta give it to the movies actually that Ron does complain an awful lot in the first book. Like
In
about
general, he
everything
does.
can say.
In general, he does. But I think in total, Harry would not like Ron if Ron would be just negative.
He's
all the
definitely not
time.
all just complaining, that's for sure. And I also want to add, because we are here, if you watch this shot of Snape that's here, around here, somewhere around here, I don't know where, he
Yeah, I
does
think-
start to grow on me, because I like this shot. I think it gives off Snape energy.
This one?
Yeah, this does give off Snape. You just have to watch it a lot of times. It does give off Snape energy. I've watched it like 10 times. I think it does give off Snape's energy.
I mean, that's all that we
I have
so
high
far. I mean,
hopes.
that's all we have so far. But there was one
True.
thing. Again, it's the close. We did see a picture. I don't know if you have here, where you can see Snape
yes.
in a snowy forest, and you see
And I
his
don't know what
outfit.
to do with that.
And
I was-
you see him having like a big zipper
Yes.
until
like,
here.
why?
Like it's like a silver zipper, and I'm like,
I mean, okay, 90s,
we
but
had this. Yeah, but Snape. I don't think Snape would use zippers.
I don't think the visiting
is-
bird would use zippers. Like as a general, I don't think it's a
Yeah,
thing.
true. Yeah.
It gives all the Snape energy he could. He could not give more Snape energy. I don't know. I wouldn't. I know I'm very harsh on the actor, but it didn't take all my hope away. That one shot we had.
Yeah.
The dress,
They
it did.
have no clue about Muggle fashion. But then again, what we see in the movies is basically, I started with the third movie where they would actually wear Muggle clothes as well, a lot of that. And that was just a decision of the director.
And I
And from then on,
like
they
that.
started to wear that. I personally prefer the classical, always having this, as they have here. Again,
I don't, because it doesn't give personality to the characters. Because in the films you don't have enough time to show
Yeah,
the
just
character's
cloak is the
personality.
word.
Yep. You don't have
I like
enough
the
time
cloaks.
to show the character's personality by showing a lot of shots. In the series they would probably have a lot more time, but you can show so much of a person's character by showing how they dress. And if they all dress in black cloaks, then it doesn't really say much. I know
In
the
the
first two
movies in the first two movies, you also had that everyone was wearing the same thing, but
and you didn't really learn much about them as like personalities just because of the clothes. But when it gets deeper, like in the third movie, it does get deeper on an emotional level for all of the characters. I think it's a clever film director decision to show messages with the dressings of the characters as well, not just
yeah, but
the faces.
think about how they actually did it afterwards, when they had to have like their shirt on with the tie and stuff like that, and how Ron, for instance, would wear his uniform compared to Hermione. He would be very strict with it. You can absolutely show a character with the same uniform, just with how they wear it.
That's true.
But
But they
that's
did
my
that.
point.
And when they did dress in normal clothes, like, okay, you know how a muggle would dress, you would dress the exact same way. So, it can give you a message. If a wizard dresses in different ways, all you see is a ton of colors and very strange clothing. So, how do you decide in those shots when they're not in school, not in uniform, but in wizarding clothes, what kind of dress do you give to a certain character
Oh, you do. You
when
can
you
still wear
don't
suits.
when you don't
Dumbledore still wears
understand
suits.
the wizard's clothes. Yes, but Dumbledore is the wizard, you see. But like seeing young people, I don't think they could have given the same message if they
I mean-
just came up with visiting clothes.
I mean, Ron, for like the Weasleys, they just wear a lot of their sweaters, the Weasley sweaters, because that's mostly what they have. And in that circumstance, I think it does make sense that, for instance, the Weasleys, they do not have a lot of variation. You know, they hand down every clothes they have from the brother before, because Ginny's hopefully getting her own stuff. But the other ones probably stuff from older brother and stuff like that. And I think, for my taste, the third movie was a bit like, if you look at it now and if you watch them after another, it kind of looks weird how in the first movies they always had like the uniform on, and then everybody was just like casual Muggle stuff. So that, you can like it, you don't have to like it. I personally think it didn't like give me that much of a character how they are. I think it I think it was the fifth movie again, where Ron looks like everything's out. You know, he had the uniform on and he just
Yeah.
took off everything. And Harry also kind of did that. And you know, the rebellious face of the boys. And Hermione was still very, very tidy, everything and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I like that more than everybody just having sweaters or like zippers
But
on.
wait, I might not remember, but in the third movie where they just go into class in normal sweaters and stuff, like they didn't really use uniform at all, or because I
Not
only
in the free
remember
time.
them. Huh?
Free time. The
Does
free
it-
time.
Yeah, outside of the castle.
Yeah. Like I would have like if you just type Harry Potter 3, you will see that most of that stuff basically is Harry having this like kind of bluish t-shirt and
Yes.
this, like, thing
But see,
around.
I remember the clothes they were there because I don't know why actually.
But
because
Hermione and Harry basically have the same zipper on, just in different colors.
Yeah, uniform for classes, outside classes, private.
Ron was
clothes.
right.
Yes.
Ron had like this kind of worn off stuff. Ron was absolutely. They made him right with that decision.
Okay, but
So I'm
what
not
I
complaining
really want to say about this clothing thing is that I can understand why they changed it in the movies. I see the reasons. I hope we see a lot more colorful, weird, and unexpected visiting clothes in the series because
Yeah.
they have so much more time to elaborate on that. So I would love to see that. What they do so far is not it. It's what I see on the dresses is just not it. So I hope we see a little bit more good stuff in the actual series than in this one trailer. Yeah.
But I'm excited. It's this year, right? It's like in
Yeah, in
know.
December. Christmas,
No, it's
actually.
in 9 months,
Yeah.
a little less.
Oh, we still have a little bit more to go.
I
so-
don't know if I'm actually. I mean, I don't watch anything illegally. I'm not a friend of that. I also got Netflix like 10 years ago or something because they said there might be a Zelda movie in the making. Still have that shit. I'm not sure if I'm gonna get HBO whatever.
HBO is good.
Yeah, I'm not a movie or a series watcher in general. I use Netflix like
Just for this one.
just for this one, then I'm gonna quit it because
Yeah, that's perfectly
I'm-
understandable.
yeah, I'm more of a gamer, as you can see. And also Avatar is on Netflix, so that's good enough for me.
There is this interview from the actor Lucius where he explains that for his first look, he deliberately put on a blonde wig and a curtain as a coat, since he thought that Lucius would never want to look like a muggle.
Yeah,
That's so nice. I never saw that, but it's
that's
so
so
fair.
great.
And then you can see that the actors were so keen on the characters, like they
Into it,
wanted
yeah.
to be them. I hope these guys also feel the same.
Oh, that's a Sarah commenter. That's a comment from Sarah. So yeah. Always when Sarah says something, I'm like, sounds good, and I'm like, oh yeah. It's my girlfriend. Makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes.
Are you really Harry Potter?
But he's cute. And also, that grin was nice from Harry. Oh, that's so cute.
Yes.
I think that was a very wholesome scene. So I'm very excited for the kids. With them having a good time. I hope so.
The only kid talking. Yeah, this is horrible. Like, no, I don't even want to stop there. I said no. Because that font is horrendous. Why did they do that?
Maybe they
font is
wanted to
horrible.
change it up. I don't know.
Yeah, they did, and it looks
be
like a 10-year-old
different.
made it in paint.
Like they wanted to be different. I don't know. I'm excited for the ones because I didn't see them completely because I have
Yes.
like 10 or 11 ones.
Okay.
So yeah, I just like to collect them because I think they're cool. I mean,
I
back
have
in my
fi-
old place, I still have this like
I think I have
thing on the
4 or
wall you
5.
can place the ones in.
Yeah, that was cool. I still don't have that. I still want.
It's fine. I have one here from the Universal Studios actually, because I thought that's the only one that's from there that looks good. I think you know how you have like Ravenclaw, Hufflepuff, Slytherin, and Ravenclaw. One's
kind of
there, like a
Skip
thematic one.
You said Ravenclaw, Hufflepuff, Gryffindor, and Ravenclaw.
And Ravenclaw. You know, all the 4. You have a wand for each house, basically. And the only one I thought looked cool was the Gryffindor one. So that's the only one I got. So I didn't like the other ones. But yeah. I'm excited for that stuff. Because I think the design of the wands is a very cool thing. That says a lot
I'm
about
interested
the
in that
character.
too. They got really creative in the magical beasts. I don't know what.
I don't even like them that much, to be
There
fair.
are a few that look amazing. I couldn't
Yeah,
tell you,
but they don't
some of them
feel
are so-
good.
But you don't have to use it. You can't. You know, you're a muggle.
I'm the guy that likes to know how I feel. That sounds weird. That's not how I meant it.
Okay.
But
I gotta add the quotes now. I have to.
What? You gonna add what? What is she doing? Gonna add what? Add some coke.
Quotes, man.
What? Imagine Harry. I never said he was naked.
You said imagine him naked.
I didn't say naked. I said without his clothes on. I mean,
change it
you know
anytime.
what I mean. Without, yeah. I mean, in the end, imagine Hagrid naked. That's fine. I can live with that. He also has. Yeah, come on. At least defend me,
No.
Guys.
See.
guys. Please. Okay.
See,
Who doesn't
Chloe
like
is
how
with me.
to know how it feels?
I don't know.
I'd like to know it. Of course. Who doesn't like to know how it feels?
Okay. I think we have all we
Yeah.
have to have.
Yeah. So we got
Yeah.
like 2 or 3 topics, and the rest was
It
just
gets worse.
talking about the trailer that was 2 minutes.
Yeah, talking
Gets
about that
worse.
for
That's-
1.5 hours, but it was still entertaining, I guess.
Yeah. I still have the Vernon picture on here. How Vernon looks like.
And we have so
I'm-
much more to talk about, so. we'll
Yeah, I
definitely be coming
told
back.
you. Like when we thought about what to talk about.
And it's great to be
Um,
prepared with topics.
Yeah.
I think now
I-
that we had a first the Common Room podcast, we will at least fill 10 more with these topics that we found.
See? So don't worry. The question is, did we actually talk about anything in the first movie? Or in
We
the
did,
first
we
book?
did. We talked about Quirrell, talked about series. That's definitely first movie related because it's the first season.
True.
I think we did.
So tune in next time in 2 years when the next season is coming out.
No
It's
way,
gonna be
no
next-
way.
the next
But like,
episode.
I think we've watched everything, so let me go back to the neutral setup. So we definitely want to do more nerd talks because I think it was fun. I hope you also enjoyed it, and I hope you want to see more of this. The plan is to have one episode every month. So the next one you can expect probably around the end of next month.
We didn't even have any quizzes, by the way.
Because
Come
we
on,
didn't
we
have
have to do
time
it.
for it.
We do a quick quiz. Come on, quick quiz.
Should we do this
for
one that I
everyone,
prepared?
for everyone to be included and take part of the quiz.
Which
A
quiz?
small, like a quick one.
Words on stream? Excuse me, Mantis, I cannot do that. I work tomorrow. I have to refund that to you. It's just not happening. So you say we should do this quiz?
I mean, don't care if it's this quiz, or I mean, we can be like quick, like give it 10 seconds for each one, and then you have to.
Oh my
decide
god,
on-
Charlie, thank you very much for the cheer. Thank you so much for the 100 bits. I appreciate it a lot. Lol. Yeah, I have Korean text to speech. Okay, so this is a quiz about the characters of the books, I think. We have to guess the character. We don't have time, so we just guess it. Should
Yeah.
we start then? Where do I write it
Yeah.
though? Do I write it? I mean, play quiz, I don't know. Oh yeah, of course, we write it
That
here.
should be Vernon.
Vernon.
Yeah, because it's page 2. Yeah.
Oh, it was quick.
Yeah, won't, shan't.
Shand,
Is
that's
that also
Dudley.
Vernon?
That's
Okay.
Dudley. Yep.
Yeah. Wow.
No, why?
No, why? Wow.
That's so specific. Thank you very much, quiz.
Petunia. I don't know.
Oh, of course. Again,
Yeah.
when they talk about the Potters, I think.
Yeah. I should have
Something.
known. That's also either Mr. Dursley or Mrs. Dursley.
Is it? I think they're different characters. It's supposed to be.
Okay. Is
I
it always
should've
different
known.
ones?
I think so.
Okay.
We can skip also if we don't know this one.
I should have known. Anyone help us?
I should have known. Is that Hagrid? It wouldn't be written like
On
this. it's
page
just Hagrid.
9? On page 9? Do you think so? I think
Huh.
Hagrid comes. Oh, no.
Oh, it's McGonagall when she turns from cat to person
Yeah.
and Dumbledore comes.
Yeah, you can try that.
I guess it's not how you say it.
Minerva. Just typing
No,
Minerva.
it's not. The next one is. The next one is
The
McGonagall.
next one
This
is
one's
Minerva,
Dumbledore.
Oh, Dumbledore, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was McGonagall.
Yep. And that's Hagrid.
That's Hagrid.
Yep.
So who's Nearly?
I gotta,
I mean,
gotta
shouldn't
take a second.
it
I'm
be either
sorry.
the Nearly Headless Nick or
I
Ron?
need time. Give me a minute, please.
Okay, something happened. The only thing I think about is Nearly Headless Nick or Ron saying, "Nearly headless? How you can be nearly headless?" Ah, who else? Who else is there? Nearly. Hagrid? Is it always a different one? Oh, you're right. So that was Petunia. Yeah. The no why one. What is she doing? She could have pressed pause at least. Yeah, Chen. I'm just gonna give you some nice wait a minute, where am I? I'm here. Give you some nice Mr. Bean waiting. Either that one. No, I'm not gonna give you that one. But I think it's funny, that one. I would love to play some music now, but I can't.
Hey, I'm sorry, I'm back.
Oh my god, what was that? You could have pressed
sorry?
pause at least.
The time's not going really, it's going up. It's practice mode.
I'm back.
Now, come back here. Did you find something else out? Have you heard about
no.
your sister? That's so fair. Wasn't
That's
Hermione
true,
who
yeah,
said
but nearly...
you nearly had listened in the movies. In the movies it was, in the book it was Seamus, though. But on the 19th page we are not in Hogwarts, I can say.
Could it be Harry going with the Dursleys to... Oh!
Maybe,
wait,
yes.
Dudley? Oh! No, wait.
That's it for the next one.
Vernon? Was it Vernon when Dudley asked him how many presents he got? If it's just like last year, and then he said nearly? No, right?
No. But I would say trying Harry, because nobody else could have talked there
True.
other than...
Hi, Harry.
Yeah, I have no clue
Yeah.
when he says that though. But nobody appears
Mr.
on the
Dursley.
until the 19th page.
Dudley, Mr. Dursley. Oh God. Oh, is it like one of the friends of Dudley that comes with to the zoo?
How is he called? Pierce.
Oh yeah, try Piers. Good enough. We should do like it.
How do you? That's not how you.
I don't know. Pierre.
That's not the name.
Hawkins?
What? I don't know. There's something like
Anyone help?
that. This is also a friend of his. It's not that one though. Ah, what's the name of? What's the name of the friend of Dudley?
Try Piers.
But how do you
maybe
spell
I can-
that?
That is.
Piers?
Friend.
Ah, it's this Piers. Okay, one R. Thank you. Oh,
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. The usual Hagrid.
Danke, Sarah.
That's Tom from the.
That's Tom. That's the barkeeper. Yeah.
Delighted,
Delighted.
Mr. Potter. You just can't tell you.
Oh, that's one of the people that's very happy about meeting him, but I have no idea how it's called. I have no idea.
Doris goes back for a lot of handshakes. It's
What?
not her though.
But try that. Doesn't matter. Try that.
Yeah. I don't have
Doesn't
to
work?
put enter. It auto fills it, so.
Oh, okay.
Who was the other one? There is so many. Daedalus? Diggle?
Atlas Diggle? No.
Nope. Huh. It's not Quirrell, because it's the next one. You cannot Google it.
No, I'm googling for the name of that guy, but I won't
Oh,
find
okay.
it. Doris Crockford.
Yeah, that's what. Is it with 2 R's?
No.
No, okay. Because it's not Doris.
Yeah, then just skip it.
Yeah, I guess. And the next one is Quirrell,
Yeah, that's easy.
if you can spell
We
it.
what?
Q-U-I-R-L.
Quirrell. Double R.
Quirrell.
Double R. Double R.
Quirrell. Ah, and double L.
Double R. Oh, double R as well.
Google says Daedalus, but
One
it didn't
speed
work.
Only. One speed only.
The
So it's the
goblin
brooms?
is but how the fuck is he called in English? The goblin who comes back in the 7th book.
Oh, Griphook.
Ah, great book.
Okay.
Hogwarts dear? That's the
Oh,
lady
that's
from the...
lady. Yeah, from the Taylor lady.
Yes,
Okay,
but I have no
put
clue
in
about
Taylor.
the name. Wait, it's
Why
her
would I know?
name. It's her name in the shop's name.
Madame.
Malkins. Yep,
Damn. That's Draco.
definitely. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Thank you very
Is
much.
it Ollivander? Ollivander?
I don't think he ever says hi, but I can try.
Good afternoon, Mr. Potter.
It is.
Dear.
Oh,
I can't read that, so you have to read that for me because we cannot read.
Dash packed with muggles, of course. Oh, who could
Oh,
that
that's
be?
Mrs. Weasley. That's Molly Weasley.
Yep. 9 3/4. I mean, the ticket inspector
Hagrid.
says that. Hagrid. No, that's not
Hagrid.
Hagrid.
I mean, Hagrid's before that, so...
No, someone asked where... Mrs. Weasley asked where the train is leaving from, and one of the kids say 9 3/4.
Oh, that's Fred or George.
Or Percy or Ron. But I think it will be Percy.
Try it.
No. Then...
George?
Yep.
George or Fred?
Nope. Nope. Ron? No.
Ron?
Ginny?
No.
Ginny!
Lol,
That was only
okay.
one I did not think about.
It's the one... Okay, I cannot read that at all because
Yeah,
it's...
maybe we can say Diggle. Diggle. Isn't he...
We cannot read that one, right?
Which one? No, I'm
Doesn't-
sorry, I will say it to you. It says, I'm not Fred, I'm George. Well,
And it's Fred. It's Fred.
who could he possibly be?
Okay.
Gran, I've lost my toad again. Yes, we
Okay,
have.
that's Neville.
And want a hand? That's gonna be George then, because they help Harry carry the
Yeah, true,
luggages.
true.
There. Yeah, there we go. Mop, get off! Well, that's wrong.
It's Cheroff. Okay. It says Cheroff, not get off.
Get off.
Yeah.
Get off.
Get off, okay. Yeah, then put in
Oh,
Ron.
I did. Yeah, I tried to, but it says sticky keys.
Can't stay long, mother.
That's Percy.
Yeah, probably.
Who else would say mother? Yeah.
Yeah.
Has anyone seen a toad?
That's also Neville. Oh no,
A
that's
boy-
Hermione.
A boy
Hermione.
named Neville has lost one.
That's last one.
Oh, are you doing magic? Let's see it then.
Okay, what do we have here? Forgive and forget. I stay. We ought to give him a second chance. That's the
That's straight.
Fred Fryer when talking about
What?
Peeves. The Hufflepuff ghost. I don't know how to say it.
What?
If I say fat, that's
Oh, of course. Ryer? Pet
Fred
Fryer.
Fryer. Yeah.
What is a pet fryer?
No, that is. I don't know. I don't know the name of the Hufflepuff ghost. What's the name of the
Oh,
Hufflepuff
the fat
ghost?
monk. Isn't he a monk?
Monk? Definitely not a monk.
In German is the fette Mönch.
Freyr?
Fryer. That's true.
No, it has an A.
I.
You are a fat friar, Mantis. God. El
Did you
fraile gordo. We call him the Pufok Frater, so we're not really ahead with that either. Oh, you fucking have to type the entire
it is with
name.
I-A-R.
Yeah, it's Fat Friar, but you have to... Pufok Frater, yeah. That's the Hungarian name for him.
You just type it.
It's in, we can go on. And it's down there,
Oh.
my dear Friar, haven't we have been given Peeves all the chances he deserves? Now that's nearly Headless Nick. If I say Nick, that works.
Okay.
Oh, you may not think I'm pretty. Huh. On the 117th
Oh, is it
page?
the how is she called, the lady, the daughter of Rowena Ravenclaw?
Oh, we don't. She doesn't appear in the first book.
Really?
No, not even as a ghost.
Okay.
My God, I'm going to repeat myself with a girl because of this game. I just read the first book, so it's all in here, I guess. You may not think I'm pretty. I don't know this one.
Is it Peeves?
I mean, I can try. No.
Oh.
I don't think it's a ghost. But the next one I know. Oh, I see Peeves as well. Could there be the talking? Oh, you're so right.
Oh yeah, the talking heads.
Sorting hat. Yes. Oh my god, I didn't think about that. It's so good.
What is that?
I'm
Equal?
I'm half and half. That's Seamus.
Oh. Oh, true. Yeah. Is that Ickle
It's just
Fristies?
Nah, that's
What's
Icky Firsties. That's Peeves. Oh, Icky Firsties.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, password.
Okay, that's a That's a.
How
Is
do
it,
you
is it called Fat Lady as well?
either
in-
pink
in-
lady or fat lady? I don't know.
And in German, it's die fette Dame, which means fat lady. I think it is also in English, fat lady.
It's fat in Hungarian too. Let's try that.
I think it is.
Yep,
Yeah.
fat lady. Ah yes, Harry Potter. That's Snape.
Yeah.
I actually don't know. I would say Snape.
Yeah, just put it in.
Yep.
Well, what are you waiting for? Is it Madame Hooch?
Yes, I think yes. Yep.
Yeah,
Shut up,
shut up,
Malfoy. It couldn't be Ron
Should be
because we
Ron.
already had him.
It should just but try it. I want to know if it's just.
No duplicates.
Okay.
Shut up, Malfoy. Huh.
I mean, many people could have said that.
Yes, but not
Dumbledore.
many's left. Dumbledore, of course.
It was Voldemort on the back.
Anyone.
Anyone, yeah.
Nah, it doesn't work. I'm sorry.
Shut up, Malfoy. Maybe one of the Gryffindor guys.
Yeah, maybe. Not Neville.
We had Seamus, right? But we
Yes.
didn't have
Dean? No, Dean
Dean?
doesn't really talk. Dean Thomas
try it.
doesn't. Okay.
Just try it.
No.
Okay.
He doesn't really talk in the first book. It's not that. No other Weasley left, so it's also not them.
No McGonagall, no Dumbledore. Holy shit. Get Quirrell?
Is there
Damn.
more kids?
Probably. Lavender Brown?
Oh, she doesn't talk in this one. No.
Yeah.
I think we should skip it and then come back.
Yeah.
Oh, sticking up for Longbottom. Now that's gonna be Malfoy, right?
Well, we had Malfoy
Patil?
already.
We had? Oh, we had.
Yeah. You just try it.
Oh, then it's not gonna be that. And the previous one, it might be Patil. She does talk a little bit.
Okay.
I think I can go back then. So try it. Yes.
Okay.
Nice one. Nice one from Charlie again. Malfoy saying "Shut up, Malfoy" would be
saying
perfect.
That would be great, I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah. Sticking up for
Makes sense.
Longbottom then. Crabbe or Goyle. I don't know. They also don't really talk much. Or is
Yeah, I
this
think so.
Pansy Parkinson?
Yeah, could be. PP.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. Are you serious, Professor? That. Wait. That's probably McGonagall giving them. Taking 50 points from them, but the question is. Who said that? Are you serious, Professor?
It's not. No, we had all of them.
God,
who
now.
was there.
Now we have like. Off characters.
We had all of the characters who was there at that point. So. Huh.
Be one of the teachers?
It could be. But it's probably not. No, but there's not much teachers left either.
Nip around my suite, they might be lurking in a corner.
Oh, that's
What?
Filch.
Yeah, okay, good point.
I mean, we can go on then.
Yeah.
Yep.
Barging, I hope. That's, to me, that sounds like Gilderoy Lockhart, but I know he's not here.
That's Flitwick. That's Flitwick, though.
Oh, yeah.
when
And women? What is that?
that's
Oh.
Elisa Spinett in the Quidditch team,
Holy shit.
or the other one.
Angelina
Yeah.
Johnson?
Yep.
Yeah.
I always forget her name. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I forgot the other one.
On the cover
But
list,
I played
okay.
the Quidditch game back in the day in 2004 when it
Her
came out.
name
so I
is
know
again
this.
is written just below, and I didn't notice that. And the quaffle is taken immediately by Angelina Johnson of
That's
Gryffindor.
Yeah, that's
That's Lee.
Lee Jordan.
Sent him off red. No, that's Dean. No, oh yes, of course, he talks here.
That's who?
That's Dean Thomas.
Dean Thomas, okay.
Yep. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for being here. We're almost finished.
Very
We're
much.
almost done here.
Yeah, one
So-
more, two more answers. But thank you very much for being here.
Thank you
And
for
I hope to
watching.
see you next time too. Bye bye, Chloe. Bye, indeed. He didn't catch it. He nearly soloed it. That was also a mad Slytherin dude. Or not dude. Slytherin. Or...
Gonna be honest, I have no idea.
on the first Quidditch match when Harry solos Snitch. I'm pretty sure it was. I think it was a Slytherin, but I'm not so sure now.
I think if it takes that long to think about that, we should just skip it.
Yeah, but that's the last one. And then we have Daedalus Diggle, of course, again. Diggle? Is it? It is. Uh-huh, okay.
Wow.
Yeah, that would have been the cast, but I just didn't get accepted, so... Oh, we have our Sirius Professor still. Mustn't be Flint. Flint? Flint?
Yeah. The head of the Quidditch team of Slytherin.
Oh,
Marcus
yes.
Flint.
You're so right.
Yeah.
And we have our Sirius Professor still.
Could also be any kind of student. Teacher. Not Hagrid, right? No, it's not Hagrid.
No. When is it happening? Before the library section?
We don't see it,
But-
actually. Oh,
It's in order.
no, wait. Wait, which teachers do we still miss from the first book?
Sprout, but I don't
Sprout,
think
I
that's
don't
going
think
to be
that.
it.
But I mean, it's possible we heard about her.
There's not.
Damn. Oh, 21
there's
minutes.
Not many. Yes, definitely would have been done in 10
Took,
minutes.
took longer than expected. Let me just look that up.
Wood. That's Wood. When Harry got cast in the
Oh,
Quidditch
true.
team.
Nice
Ah.
to use Professor.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh my god, that was hard actually, but I liked it.
All right. So I guess let's end it here.
Yeah, it's definitely getting a little late, and it was.
There's a lot of cutting you
fun,
need to do
actually.
afterwards.
Oh yeah, definitely. You have to.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna get something to eat.
Okay, enjoy your dinner.
Thank
We
you.
will be back with this. I hope you liked it, and if you did, please tell us in the Discord or somewhere else. But we want to be back next month with the same concept, with different topics, and I think it was great. Great for a pilot episode of a podcast, I feel like.
90%
hope-
we talked about the movie, like the
It always was very, very accurate now to talk about
that was
the new
inevitable. though.
trailer. Coming out just a few days ago, actually, so definitely.
So
Yeah. We'll be back in a
Chapter
month.
one.
Tell us your opinions on the Discord channel. Join if you haven't done yet. And I'll be back tomorrow with definitely a different kind of stream. But I hope you enjoyed today. And I hope you have a nice rest of your day. Yeah,
we need to have a race as well
we
in
need
the next
to
week.
get the Common Room podcast wherever you get your podcast. Yes. Okay. Now, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, everyone. Sleep well, and I see you tomorrow. Bye, guys. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone. Oh, can we rate someone? Is someone live? Let me just quickly check if someone's live. If not, then I'm just gonna end. If you have some suggestions, I'm open. Flo is live. Let's rate Flo. Porter's live, but I rated Porter yesterday. So, let me go to Flo. Why can't... Okay, there we go. Go to Flo, enjoy his stream. Of course, it's HP 190% speedrun as usual. Everyone, have a nice rest of your day. Bye-bye, guys. Bye. Go to Flo. Wish many luck to him. And he's actually got to Wingardium, which is great, I guess. Yay. Bye.